Time to bring a rocket to the dogfight. Welcome to Goddard Rocket Football on La Pantera 106.1 FM and online at ksvptv.com.
Goddard might just come after this. Mayfield out of sorts. See if Goddard goes
after it. Oh, my gosh.
Scoop and score.
Scoop and score. Scoop and score. Goddard with the fumble recovery. Number 25, Ryan Romero. Shout out to Ryan Romero. I'm sure his brother is there watching.
Tonight, your Goddard Rockets are back on the road, traveling to Artesia High to take on the Bulldogs. Goddard Rocket Football on La Pantera 106.1 FM and online at ksvptv.com is presented by Amigo Machinery, Artesia General Hospital, Bob Reed Pest Control, Central Valley Electric, Eastern New Mexico University Portales and ENMU Roswell, Moppin and Brown Dentistry, Pecos Valley Equipment, Roswell Seed Company, Trustmark Roofing, Trans Aero Medevac, Dion's Pizzas, Salads, and Subs, Farmers Country Market, Fulkerson Plumbing and Heating, National Furniture Liquidators, Richland Dodge and Richland GM, Plateau Wireless, Roswell Honda, Wakefield Oil Company, and Tate Branch of Roswell. Now, a word from our sponsors.
Hi, my name's Chance with Trustmark Roofing and Windows, and here's what you should expect during your window inspection. Upon my arrival, you'll receive a 15-minute courtesy call letting you know I'm on the way. Once I'm in your home, I'm going to be checking for moisture indication, functionality, and any kind of energy efficiency improvements to the inside and outside of your home. After my inspection, I'll give you my professional opinion, and then you can decide whether you want a no-obligation quote. Myself or the office will contact you to set up a date when I can show you my products and options to best suit your needs. So when choosing windows, choose Trustmark Roofing and Windows. Our goal is to give you a 5-star service and get you what you deserve, and that's the best.
If you're looking for the best deal on your next vehicle, look no further. The Roswell Hyundai Used Car Super Center. With a huge selection of vehicles to choose from, nearly every make and model. You're sure to find the vehicle that fits your needs and budget. Whether you're in the market for a large truck, a high-end luxury vehicle, or an affordable car for first-time buyers, the Roswell Hyundai Used Car Super Center has something for everyone. The #1 used car super center in Southeast New Mexico, 2 years in a row. Roswell Hyundai, the fun place to buy a car. 1909 West 2nd. When you or your loved one is miles away from the nearest hospital, Trans Aero Medevac has you covered. Out in the oil field, accidents can't wait. The Trans Aero Helicopter Medical Evacuation Response Team gets critical care to you fast. No matter how remote the site, when every second counts, trust the fastest lifeline in the sky, Trans Aero Medevac. Proudly serving Southeast New Mexico and West Texas. Loan for free thanks to the partnership from the City of Artesia and Trans Aero Medevac. Life support by
Hey CVE members, have you scheduled your no-cost home energy audit? If not, it's time to sign up. Call 575-746-3571 to get your name on the list for a free home energy audit. Weather stripping, new door sweeps, minor repairs, and much more. Start saving money and keep that purchased air in your home. Central Valley Electric Cooperative is happy to partner with Green Metal Energy for this valuable audit. Again, 575-746-3571.
All right, welcome. Here we go again. Another edition of our Goddard Rocket Football Coaches Show brought to you by Dion's. I am Coach Deck, joined as always by head football coach, Coach Bolaños. So, Coach, coming off a big win against Mayfield on a Thursday night, coming out of the bye week, made the long trip down to Las Cruces, and that game went pretty late. Imagine you got home pretty late as well. Big win over there against a good Mayfield team. Talk about that win for us.
Yeah, that was a good one. You know, Bus, we were a little late to the stadium, and you know, we got off to a slow start. Everything was slow, you know, kind of getting there, but yeah, really proud of the boys, man. You know, just for we get down pretty quick, and the boys, you know, they kept their heads in it, man, and they were able to kind of pull out of that one and pull away. So I was really happy for the fellas there. But yeah, you know, Mayfield did what Mayfield does, and we expect them to run the ball, and sure enough they did. And they did a couple things to try to eliminate what we do offensively a little bit, but we're able to run the ball pretty effectively. So that was a it was a big night for us.
Boys played very physical. I'm sure that's something that you were happy with. Physical running via football and via defense really got after Mayfield. A lot of big hits in that game.
Yeah, Zach and Brady Gibbs. I mean, they do a great job for us, and we're able to throw a little bit better than we did last year, and so that helps. They come hand in hand, but the O-line was pretty good, and these guys just did a good job of carrying out what we needed to do, and so again, it's that's something we always just preach is we got to establish the run game, and it kind of opens up some other things for our wideouts, but we executed very well, and defensively I was happy for the boys. Mayfield comes out and some tackle over stuff, and sometimes they'll try to trick you, and so our boys did a really good job of aligning how they needed to and executing. So yeah, really proud of them.
So that Thursday night game, big win over Mayfield, gives you an extra day to get ready for another big one this week, Coach, going at Artesia, number 1 team in the state. Same old Artesia. They're a great football team, both sides of the ball, well coached. Coach Moppin down there. Talk about the big game for us going to Artesia Friday.
Yeah, Artesia, number 1 team. They just reload every single year, and you can't help but to, Coach Moppin does a phenomenal job, and he's just kind of carried the torch to, what Coach Henderson did and before, and so, they do a great job just with athletics in general, but with their football program, where, I get to see a little bit more, but, Coach Moppin does a great job and the rest of his coaching staff, so just well-coached boys, that's something that we see, man, as they're all coached up in every part of the game, special teams, everything. So looking at these guys, we'll start defensively. I mean, they're a 3-4 defense, and they've changed a little bit from last year, with the change of defensive coordinators. And but they don't get too exotic, man. I mean, there's a lot of base what we see, and they play hard and they execute, and so they're just aggressive and yeah, I mean they communicate well, they execute well. So we definitely got our hands full, with what they do defensively, and I thought they did a pretty good job, against Roswell. And Roswell's a tough football team, so Artesia did really good there, and so yeah, senior heavy. All these guys are. If I remember correctly, I think I might have saw one junior on there who was getting a little bit of playing time, but. That bunch of seniors there, and I think that's something that people don't really take into account is that extra year is a lot of times, I think you get good athletes and they kind of expect to play as sophomores and sometimes juniors, but man, when you can get you a senior loaded team, I mean, that's a lot of experience there, and it shows. And when you look at them offensively, I mean, they're a typical Artesia team. Timing, everything's good. They execute very well. I think Coach Moppin does a good job of just his play calling complements, the other plays that he's called previous. So it's, man, we got our hands full, definitely. So, they got those big old wideouts, number 88, I think 85 it is. So, and a quarterback who can spin it, typical Artesia quarterback. So, running back runs the ball hard, and the O-line does a great job, man, of just getting in front of people and blocking. So, yeah, well-coached team. And
they pretty well have kept their same scheme on offense as well, spread and kind of pass to run, sort of deal, and a lot of receivers, and like you said, quarterback that can throw it.
Yeah, they don't change their scheme up, and I mean, it's been Artesia, at the end of it, it's been what Artesia's done and what Artesia's known for, and they execute again, just really well. So, kind of looking at them, they got some depth, and they just got a lot of kids with a lot of pride, in the town, and so the boys feed off of it. And I think a lot of times, that's kind of been a message to our boys is, hey, expect the big crowd, expect the fireworks, expect the band. That's something we've just been preaching to them. So, that part, but, it's got to go down there, man, and play football. At the end of the day, the dimensions are the same. I mean, that football field is just like the one at the Wool Bowl. So we got to go and take care of business, man, because I think we're capable of it, that's for sure.
And these are those kinds of games where special teams can come into play too, obviously.
Yeah, and that's probably something, with the numbers that they got, they're able to do a couple, do some extra things with special teams. And so, obviously the swinging gate and just some other stuff that they do. I think Artesia is probably one of the best special teams in the state. So, that's something that definitely helps their offense and their defense. So, yeah, that's a good one right there, too.
Well, obviously, we're getting into the meat of our season here. We have Artesia this week, Roswell next week, then playoffs and all that. So, big very down in Artesia. And, Coach, this is one of those games where, it happens every year in our district. It's very, very tough. You have to play them in district, but it's also a team that we could see again.
Yeah, well, any of these teams, right? Those tougher teams we're seeing. So, good chance we could see Roswell. Good chance we could see Mayfield. Damien Gaston played us tough, and definitely expect to see those guys somewhere down the road. Los Alamos, is always kind of one of those teams that you don't really know what you're going to get out of them because they don't play our southern schools, and that's kind of unfortunate. So I tip my hat off to the Valley Vikings. Like those guys always want to play somebody from the South so they can kind of figure out where they're at because there is better football down in the South, and I'll say that any day. So, but yeah, with all these teams, there's a good chance we'll see them again. So it's it's kind of one of those. I've heard coaches before say, well, I'm only going to show a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and so because we might see them again. But for us, man, we're trying to win this ball game Friday night. There's not we'll save it until next time because that stuff's not guaranteed. So we want to win this ball game, and we're going to do everything we can to try to get that one done.
So Friday night down in Artesia, Goddard Rocket football will be making the big trip down there to the Bulldog Bowl. Freshmen and JV, those guys are still going, right? They're pretty close to getting wrapped up.
Yeah, last game this week, so we'll be done with that one, and after that, those boys who are playing football will start working out a little bit, and those boys that are playing basketball, they'll go to basketball.
Then what's your philosophy each year on that? Do you ever kind of pull any of those guys up or try to work those guys into more scout team, or just kind of depends year to year? How do you look at that once their seasons are over?
Yeah, we'll try to pull up some kids that we think that can help, and whether that's with a little bit of scout team or and we give the kids the option. It's not, hey, you have to. It's hey, look, here's an opportunity for you, and kind of give them a little head start to what to see next year, and so there's a few of those kids we're looking at, and maybe those guys stay up and they're able to help. So yeah.
All right. So Goddard Rocket football making the short trip south to Artesia. It's always a big one every year, not just this year, but in the history of both programs. A lot of history between these two schools. It's going to be a great football game down there. KSVPTV.com, 1061 La Pantera. It's going to be a big one. We'll see you down there. Roll Blue.
Go Rockets.
I'm Ben from Roswell Seed Company. And I'm John. We've been helping New Mexico grow since 1898. Seeds, feed, fertilizer, tools, all the good stuff.
Basically, if it grows in the dirt, we probably sell it. Or at least argue about how good it'll grow.
We're just down on South Main, and we're always happy to help.
And hey, we throw in the advice and bad jokes, both equally unlicensed.
Go where the pros go. Roswell Seed Company.
Temperatures are falling, and Fulkerson wants to get you ready for the seasons ahead with the Right Fit membership program. For as little as $15 per month or $199 a year, you can rest assured knowing your unit is ready. With biannual HVAC maintenance, as well as reduced dispatch fees, even in the middle of the night. Plus, a 15% discount on all services provided by Fulkerson, as well as preferred scheduling. Be ready for the seasons ahead. Become a Right Fit member with Fulkerson today. Call 575-319-9984 to find out more. Fulkerson Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving Roswell and surrounding areas.
Wakefield Oil Company is a name you can rely on with full service at the pump the way it used to be. You can expect service in just 15 seconds. They offer bulk fuel and oil services and even diesel exhaust fluid. Wakefield Oil Company will deliver to farms, ranches, dairies, the oil fields, and more with dependable service you can count on. So the next time you need service or delivery, go with the name that locals have trusted since 1983. Wakefield Oil Company, 311 South Virginia in Roswell. Let them earn your business.
Are you ready to succeed? ENMUR's dedicated facilities and faculties provide an exceptional learning experience, from academic programs to behavioral sciences, business, health education, or technical education. ENMU Roswell offers a wide variety of certifications and degree programs designed to take your education and experience to the next level. Eastern New Mexico University Roswell, worth the journey. Roswell's hometown university.
Success starts here. ENMU Roswell.
At Richland Motors, it's never been easier to sell or trade your current car, truck, or SUV for a newer model to hit the road in. Even if you don't purchase from Richland, they want to buy your vehicle for top dollar. But if you do buy from Richland, don't forget, they're the home of the powertrain warranty for life. That's a whole lot of confidence for you. See Richland for details. 2nd and Sycamore and 1309 Southeast Main.
Welcome back to the Goddard Rocket pregame show. Now time for your player spotlight.
My name is Romeo Pies, class of 28, sophomore. I play running back. My favorite subject is Mesa, and my favorite thing is about being a Rocket is just seeing people grow and just seeing us grow.
Hi, my name is Jose Cruz Porras. I'm a class of 27. I play receiver. Shout out to my parents and my sisters, and my favorite thing about being a Rocket is head topping number 2 in practice.
Hi, my name is Paxton Holloway. I'm a sophomore, class of 2028. I play safety, and I'm going to give a shout out to my parents and my little sister. My favorite subject is Mesa, and my favorite thing about being a Rocket is just making new friends every day.
Hi, my name is Alex Benavides. I'm a sophomore, class of 2028. I play tight end and H-back. Shout out to my mom. My favorite subject is football, and my favorite thing about being a Rocket is growing every day mentally and physically.
My name is Brady McDaniel. I'm a junior, class of 2027. I'm the kicker. And I just want to shout out my parents. I wouldn't be here without y'all. My favorite subject in school is probably English. And my favorite thing about being a Rocket is being the only dedicated kicker.
That's your Goddard Rocket player spotlight. Pregame show continues right after this.
Now's the time to get a great deal on the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S. Professional grade mowers, durable Sidekick utility vehicles, and versatile compact tractors. It's the equipment you need to take care of your land. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $4,500.
Visit your local Kubota dealer, Amigo Machinery at 2801 Southeast Main Street in Roswell.
The ultimate Wi-Fi experience is now available to you thanks to Smart Home Wi-Fi with Plateau. Get fiber-to-home technology 100 times faster than average household internet speed. Plateau has multiple plans and options to fit your family. With Fast, get true 100 megs per second download and upload speed. With Faster, get true 500 megs of download and upload speeds. And with Fastest, you get 1 gig. Learn more at plateautel.com. Get the speed you need with Plateau. Tried, true, trusted.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are one Eastern.
Wakefield Oil Company is a name you can rely on with full service at the pump the way it used to be. You can expect service in just 15 seconds. They offer bulk fuel and oil services and even diesel exhaust fluid. Wakefield Oil Company will deliver to farms, ranches, dairies, the oil fields, and more with dependable service you can count on. So the next time you need service or delivery, go with the name that locals have trusted since 1983. Wakefield Oil Company, 311 South Virginia in Roswell. Let them earn your business.
Picture this. You're behind the wheel of a John Deere compact tractor.
You're effortlessly breaking ground, moving piles of rocks just by moving a lever, and enjoying the sun as you clear brush across your pasture. We could keep trying to put you in the moment, but to really understand what this feels like, you just have to get in the seat.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com. Bob Reed Pest Control. Reliable, professional, and experienced. The technicians at Bob Reed Pest Control have been providing pest management services for over 50 years and will continue to set high standards for their customers. Protect your family's most important investment, your home, and protect your children and pets from the dangers of poisonous bugs and insects. Everyone at Bob Reed Pest Control are trained and knowledgeable in the latest pest management practices, offering effective treatment plans for each situation. Bob Reed Pest Control. Find them online, BobReedPestControl.com, or call 575-623-5344. Serving all of Southeast New Mexico.
Ready, set, hurry on down to Tate Branch Roswell, where we finish first. Experience the Tate Branch difference here at Tate Branch Roswell, where business is done the Tate Branch way with honesty and integrity to deliver an exceptional customer experience. We have a huge selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs that are priced to move and are backed with a lifetime powertrain warranty. It's all backed by friendly hometown customer service that puts you first every time. So don't wait. Head on down to Tate Branch Roswell right here at 2000 West 2nd Street and drive home happy today. Tate Branch Roswell. Come experience the world-class experience you have been waiting for.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin & Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin & Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin & Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
In a medical emergency, every second counts. Artesia General Hospital's emergency department is open 24/7, staffed with highly trained professionals ready to provide life-saving care when you need it most. Don't wait. When minutes matter, trust Artesia General Hospital. Quality emergency care close to home. Learn more at artesiageneral.com.
No doubt about it, our favorite season is fall. Leaves fall, temperatures fall, and electric bills fall. Fall brings us the joy of mowing our lawn for the last time and the sadness of picking that last tomato. Here at Roswell Seed Company, we start to talk about pansies, broomweed, and the first freeze. Yeah, we can get downright giddy. This is Ben Manette from Roswell Seed Company, reminding you that fall is when Mother Nature starts to show off. Try not to miss any of it.
Check out some of the Halloween savings you'll find this week at your local Farmers Country Market. Select bags of Oreo cookies are $4.88 each, and select boxes of Kellogg's breakfast cereals are just $3.98 each. In produce, pints of juicy blueberries are $2.99 each, and jack-o'-lantern pumpkins are $3.99 each. In the meat department, family packs of boneless New York strip steaks are $7.99 a pound, and pork baby back ribs are just $2.97 a pound. These are just some of the Halloween bargains you'll find this week at your local Farmers Country Market.
All right, welcome. Goddard Rocket football on the road again to beautiful Artesia, New Mexico. I'm Coach Deck, joined by, as always, my friend, Coach Roybal. Coach Roybal, obviously a big matchup tonight. Artesia, the #1 ranked football team in the state. Our Goddard Rockets making the road trip. This is obviously a huge game every year. A lot of history, a lot of tradition with this game. Goddard and Artesia have played for multiple state championships against each other, district every year. This dates back longer than before we were born, Coach, and we're pretty old, so there's a lot of history. Well, you're young, I'm old.
No, Coach, as my students would say, I'm an unk. And I've been an unk, okay? So shout out to my students in my class is just keeping me grounded, reminding me of my age.
That's one thing about being a teacher. You get reminded of how old we are every day.
Oh, yeah, real quick.
So a lot of tradition and history with this game. So, Coach, a big one tonight, Goddard Artesia. What else is there to say?
Yeah, Coach, as you mentioned, huge matchups on an annual basis. These two have played for several state championships, and also they've played in the semifinal several times where it was basically the state championship. Just lots of great matchups in the history between these two teams. And then again, we have another great matchup coming. Coach, as you mentioned, Artesia coming in at 7-1, number 1 overall in 5A, number 6 overall in all of New Mexico. They got wins over Carlsbad, Hobbs, Deming, Gadsden, Lovington, Santa Teresa, Roswell High. Their lone loss coming to Centennial, Coach. And then Goddard comes in at 6-2, number 22 overall in the entire state, and number 4 in Class 5A. So we have a number 1 versus number 4 matchup, and then huge district implications and state playoff implications with this game, Coach. You know, Goddard's 4-1 in district, Artesia's 5-0. Goddard's able to win this game. That swings things in a big way and causes a whole bunch of problems for a lot of teams, Coach, because that would put a couple of teams potentially with one loss in district. So huge game coming up on the radar tonight, and you know, Artesia's had Goddard's number the last few years, but the Rockets are much improved. Lots of big athletes on the field, and then the ground game, Coach, is the ground game anchored by that big offensive line: Lorenzo Lente, Remy Franco, Desmond Secre, Reyes Nunez, and Coach
Joe Ceballos is one.
Joe Ceballos,
Mark.
And then Mark Grahiola. All those guys just paving the way for Brady Gibbs, Josiah Ariano, Nathan Vasquez. Ground game has just been a very, very big factor for us, Coach. And if we can control the clock, you know, just make matriculate drives down the field, big chunks of time off the clock, we could definitely come out with a victory in this game, Coach, against the heavy favorite Artesia Bulldogs. And for a reason, they lost in the state title game to a great Roswell High team last year, and they returned pretty much everybody, Coach.
Yeah, and a lot of those kids are, well, really all their kids, you know, that's one thing that Artesia High School does a great job. Most of their kids, boys and girls, are multi-sport athletes, and a lot of them will play 3 sports. And so, you know, you mentioned Artesia being the runner-up in the state championship last year to Roswell High School. Artesia did win a state championship in basketball and baseball last year. So runner-up football, state champions basketball and baseball, and a lot of the kids that you'll see tonight for Artesia featured on all 3 of those teams. One of them being Jack Byers. He'll play some receiver tonight. He's a good pitcher in baseball, plays basketball as well, led by quarterback Derek Warren. So this will be a typical, I would say a mostly typical matchup, you know, with Artesia's spread attack. You know, they like to spread you out and throw it. They'll spread you out in order to set up the run. Goddard's defense has been an outstanding unit all year. The D-line is physical and fast.
And Coach, yeah, you're not gonna.
Same thing with the linebackers, secondary. So you know, you mentioned Goddard's offensive line and the offense starting to heat up. That'll be a great matchup. On the other side of the ball, Goddard's defense has really played great ball all year, and the way that our personnel is set up, we're maybe not the biggest team on defense, but Coach, we are athletic and we are fast and we hit. So this would be a really interesting matchup with Artesia's offense and speed. Goddard's defense is about speed and physicality and playing mean as well. It's going to be really fun to watch.
Yeah, Coach, you'd be hard-pressed to find a better defensive lineman in Class 5A than Eric Gutierrez, number 44 for the Goddard Rockets. Just a menace on the defensive line every single week and plays with violence. He's going to be a big factor for us tonight. You don't want to run in the A gap if you're Artesia. But Artesia offensively, Coach, as you said, they spread it, but they're also really balanced. A really balanced football team with the run and the pass, and then you got to watch out for their throwbacks, for their bootleg, trying to hit the post routes. Just a real tricky team. They like a lot of screen plays, and just a pretty hard team to prep for, especially with all those athletes. Coach Mopper does a really, really good job offensively, and Coach Rodriguez a great job defensively. So going to be a great matchup of football minds between Coach Bolaños and Coach Rodriguez, two really good friends that coach together at Roswell High. And then also with Coach Manzanares and then Coach Maupin offensively. Gonna be a big battle of the football minds tonight, Coach. And as you can see
and
hear, and just a lot of people here, and just a beautiful night here in Artesia, New Mexico. Got about 69, 70 degrees, and just perfect fall weather for a potential great football matchup, Coach.
Yeah, and so Artesia, they're out. You heard the crowd go wild there when they did their dog pile. That's an annual tradition there for Artesia. Artesia under Coach Maupin, we're talking about it the past couple years. They're wearing a lot more black in their uniforms than generations past. They were, I believe, originally black, back in the 70s and stuff, and then with both Coach Henderson's going through, they were exclusively orange. Coach Maupin taking over, a lot more black, and they're wearing their all black, orange numbers, orange helmet. Goddard is out as well. And that's always fun when you play at Artesia. There's all the festivities. They got the fireworks, the cannon, the dog pile. And as the visiting team, you're just on the sideline, just warmed up, ready to go. And that's Goddard. We are on the ball, and we are going to be kicking off. And, Coach, you mentioned the weather. It's about 69, 70 degrees. The Bulldog Bowl's cut down a little bit lower into the ground to kind of save that wind in the winter and early spring. So it's always a few degrees warmer, too. So it feels about 75 down here. Perfect night. Friday Night Lights in Artesia, New Mexico. Braden McDaniel has the ball teed up. He will kick it off for Goddard to get this underway.
And Coach, lots of cars on the highway. Going to be a lot of people here.
And all is right in the world. McDaniel going to pooch it to the right. We are underway. Artesia going to field that at the 30. Goddard's going to get him down about the 37-yard line. So, that's pretty common kickoff when you play Artesia. They have that starburst set up. So if you can't kick it to the end zone, you're going to want to kick it short and try to run up and tackle, avoid the starburst kickoff that Artesia is known for. So good field position for Artesia, but if you're Goddard, it's right where you want to be. So Artesia will come out in a trips to the right look, a pistol backfield. Goddard, a four-man front cover two look. In the defense, Warren, they're going to run a little counter play, GT play to the left. That's going to be number 11, Bryce Pata, on the carry for Artesia. It looks like Warren probably trying to read that, so Artesia starting to use more of some of these modern schemes, the RPOs and things like that.
With the false keys by the lineman, Coach. So, definitely hard offense to prep for. And Kyle Mosquito coming with a big tackle there.
So it's a quick cuddle for Artesia. Same formation. Ball's down, ball's still loose. Goddard picks it up, going to scoop and score. Eric Gutierrez trying to get down. He's down to the 4-yard line. Roll, blue.
Yes, sir.
It was a bad snap. And, Coach, you mentioned Eric Gutierrez right before the kickoff. Maybe not a better defensive lineman in our classification. And he picks that one up and almost houses it for a touchdown. Goddard will take over 1st and goal on the 3-yard line. Roll, blue.
What a start for your Goddard Rockets. And then, we talked about that Artesia, how the offense is becoming more and more advanced and more modern. Well, that involves a lot of ball handling, a lot of skill work by your quarterback, so potential for danger. And that worked out well for the Rockets right there with that fumble on the bobble and on the exchange. And Eric Gutierrez picks it up, takes it to the 3. Here we go. Roll blue.
So Goddard first and goal. Going to be a double gun look. Twins to the left. Vasquez getting the start at quarterback. He's going to run it right up the middle. Push the pile.
He's in, Coach.
He's in.
Throw those hands up, baby.
And the officials are.
He's in. Come on.
He's in. They're trying to. They don't know what's going on. He's 2 yards in the end zone there.
Let him know.
There it is.
Yes, sir.
Roll blue. Nate Vasquez, the quarterback, double lead blast right up the middle. Make it 6-0 Goddard. They got to get the scoreboard fixed. There it is.
And all is quiet up here in the press box, Coach, just how we like it as a visiting Goddard Rocket fan. Coach, let's go. Big time start for the Rockets.
So this will be a PAT. Nate Vasquez runs it in. Quarterback lead for the touchdown. He will be on for the PAT. Artesia got a quick little jump there. That
was
offsides, but PAT is good. Make it 7-0 Goddard. Roll blue, exactly how you want to start. I don't know. We're up, Coach. I don't know if we're allowed to eat in the press box. We'll go look for some snacks here real quick. We'll be back for the kickoff. Goddard Rockets up 7-0 early. Roll blue.
Dion's is homegrown right here in New Mexico and is the perfect place for team dinners, family gatherings, and all your catering needs. Stop by their location on South Main and West Wildy in Roswell for the best pizza, salads, and subs in town at a price that won't break the bank. Dion's makes it easy to bring together your favorite people with your favorite food for any occasion. Visit Dion's.com to order ahead for dine-in or pickup. That's Dion's.com.
All right, we are back. So a hot start for Goddard, up 7-0. Artesia had a 5-yard run on first down, a GT counter play. Looks like it had a built-in RPO. Well, on second down and 5, I think the quarterback was thinking about pulling it for the RPO, and he mishandled the snap. And that's one thing about these RPOs. It's like you mentioned, Coach, a lot of ball handling, a lot of reads, and Artesia puts it on the ground. And Goddard scoops it.
No.
There's no flag. Thought there might have been. Goddard scoops the fumble. Eric Gutierrez takes down a 3. Nate Vasquez jumps it in. Goddard kicks it off. Decent return for Artesia. So we're right back where we started, except Goddard is up 7-0. So 1st and 10 Artesia. They'll be on the right hash. Moving north to south, 1061 La Pantera, KSVPTV.com. They're going to be in their 2x2 formation. Back in the day, they called this the A formation. I don't know if they still call it the A. They're going to run that GT play again.
The ball came out again, Coach.
Yeah, they're
wow.
And
that was a fortuitous
fumble,
bounce
and then
for
a
Artesia.
lucky bounce, and then so that was went to Pata, and then a fumble, and then Fuentes got it. We need an instant replay on that one. That one looked bizarre. It's going to end up being a first down run for Artesia. Shaky ball handling, though, early.
Coach, they got
Goddard's
so
defense
lucky with that bounce.
Yeah. Warren, little no-huddle action. He's back there with Pata. 2x2 receiver look, pistol backfield. Warren going to fake the bubble, throw the deep route, and that's way out of bounds. Goddard, great coverage. Jordan Chavez squeezing the boundary over there. And that was actually a trips look. So they pump fake the bubble to the number 3 receiver. And Goddard is clued in to Artesia's scheme right now. He's 2nd and 10 into Goddard's territory. That run and fumble picked up by Artesia. Lucky.
And Coach,
that's 2nd and 10 here.
Also on the defensive line today, Levi Vizcarra, Hasiel Perez, and completion right there.
Ryan Romero with the tackle. Senior Ryan Romero, number 16. Good job to see him out there. And Artesia was off on their play fake there also, Coach. It was a trips left pistol backfield. The quarterback faked the run to the right, but the running back went to the left. So a lot of timing issues right now for Artesia. And Goddard, 3rd and 6 on defense. This could be a big opportunity for Goddard. Warren, still the same look, pistol. He's going to do the play action pass again, going to throw the crossing route. That is complete to number 19, Cale Hodling. That's going to be a first down to Goddard's 29-yard line. That was good rhythm for Artesia. Finds that crossing route.
And Coach Isaiah Montoya and Jesus Ortiz on that tackle. And
yeah, let's get through Goddard's starting lineup on defense. We didn't have a chance because we almost scooped and scored on the second play. They were almost scooped and scored.
It's been rocking and rolling. Same defensive line as usual. We have the defensive end Bash brothers, Jeremiah Sorg, Hasiel Perez, Eric Gutierrez, and Levi Vizcarra, defensive tackles. Angel Mesa and Isaiah Montoya outside backers. Taylon Payne at Mike.
Little toss pitch out of the pistol backfield. Goddard. Oh! All over that one. A huge hit.
Wow.
Jesus Ortiz. Get some. Roll Baloo.
And, Coach, this is the kind –
pride sticker for that one.
This is the kind of Goddard Rocket football team that gives Artesia problems. The team that is more physical, brings the wood, and is not intimidated by that ugly orange color. And, Coach, that is exactly how the Rockets are playing tonight.
Yeah, I mean, and there's not, for a toss pitch out of the spread pistol backfield, you're relying on your receivers to get a lot of one-on-one blocks, and they didn't get them. And Jesus Ortiz came in, laid the wood. Play action. Warren going to throw it deep to the end zone. It's got a man. Oh, and he dropped it. He was open, but dropped it.
And, Coach, it looked like the quarterback dropped that in the bucket right there.
Great ball by Warren, but
is it Engelhard?
Couldn't catch it. That's,
86, Engelhard?
86 for Artesia. Eglund.
Yes. Eglund. Yep. So Eglund on one side and then Byers on the other, Coach, and they're both about, 6'3"?
Yeah, so that's the thing about Artesia. With Byers and Eglund, they have some size. They have speed. Good ball there from Warren. Eglund beat us in that deep route. Couldn't convert. 3rd and 11. Fake the toss to the right. Bootleg to the left. Warren under pressure. Payne's after him, and he gets him. Taylon Payne.
Wow.
T-Payne shot out of a cannon, and that's a tough play, Coach, for a Mike linebacker on a bootleg. Coach Payne ran about 35 yards, trips up a great athlete in Warren, make it 4th and 11. I think you see Artesia go for it.
And Coach,
Goddard balling.
As you said, Coach, Goddard is cued in right now. Not only did Payne just come down like a heat-seeking missile, but everything was covered, including the throwback, which Artesia loves to throw. High drama at the Artesia Bulldog Bowl, 4th and 17.
4th and 17. He's going to throw this one deep.
Just need to knock it down, boys.
Pressure.
4th down, knock it down.
Double team Chavez.
No, knock it down.
That's going to be an interception.
And so we like the interception, but we're also going to lose about 25 yards on the pick if Jordan Chavez would have just knocked that down. There's an old rule in football, 4th down, knock it down.
We will take it, though,
no,
right there,
no.
up 7-0. But yes, you're right.
Undoubtedly, we will take
You're
it,
right,
Coach.
sure.
No doubt, we will take it. But against a team like Artesia, #1 team in the state, 4th down, you knock that down. You don't give up those 25 yards.
So
great play by Chavez, but you got to play a little smarter than that.
So 4th and 17, Goddard with the big stop. And now, Coach Goddard, we're up 7-0.
And Coach Goddard is laying the lumber right now.
So, Goddard, this will be our first offensive possession out on the field. I mean, we started over on the 3-yard line and punched it in. This will be Vasquez. We'll run it to Gibbs. Nice run. Push the pile. There we go, big boys. Remy Ceballos, who's on our halftime spotlight interview, and Linty, O-line doing work. Gibbs gets some extra push in there for the O-line.
And Coach Reyes Nunez, that kid just keeps growing every time I see him.
Yep.
He walked into my class the other day, and I thought that Mr. Gary Nunez, his dad, was coming in to talk to me about something. Reyes is getting to be a big, big guy. Also, Coach, like you mentioned, Remy Franco, Lorenzo Lente, Mark Grahiola, and then is it Secret out there tonight? Yep, Secret out there tonight. And Grahiola. So.
Little outside run there. Artesia's all over that one. Going to bring up a 3rd down.
So big third down right here, Coach. As we mentioned, you want to sustain drives against Artesia, keep that clock moving. And, we have also 2 stud receivers in Josiah Castillo and Elijah Valdez, Coach. So lots of weapons on the field for the Rocket, along with a strong offensive line.
Yeah, this will be a big play here, 3rd and 4. Lujan playing well for Goddard. And then Thompson, he's sneaky over there in that wing sometimes too, and he's going to go in motion from left to right, going to make it a trips left look. Vasquez, straight drop back.
That's got to be pass interference. Throw it.
They're holding.
They're grabbing, throwing, pushing him out of bounds, and they called it, thank goodness.
Yeah, they were double teaming Castillo there. And, Coach, that's a lot of respect to Castillo. I mean, he was into the boundary at pre-snap, and they were double teaming him and still held him. So,
Coach, even through all that, I thought he still had a chance to catch the ball. So, going to come up with the big first down for the Rockets right here. And then, so 6 minutes into this quarter, and Goddard with the first down, and just need to keep on getting first downs and keep that Artesia offense off of the field.
And so they call it a pass interference. That'll be a 15-yard penalty. So the ball was in the air. So that's good timing from Vasquez, because if he had held on to that ball, then it wouldn't be pass interference. They probably could have called it a jam, within 5 yards. Good run there. Is that Gibbs? Yeah, Coach, just a little base run, power, push the sled.
And we'll take that
give
all
on the
day, Coach.
6-yard gain, and Goddard's game plan is perfect right now.
I don't know if we could have even dreamed of a better start, Coach. This is great right here. If we get a touchdown, that'll be huge.
Well, in 2nd and 4, you'd think we could run it 2 times here and pick up another first down. Keep this clock rolling up 7-0. Keep their offense off the field. There's Gibbs run to the outside trying to get the edge.
No.
Oh, the ball's loose. Artesia picks it up, and they're going to
Elijah Valdez.
Score, but Elijah Valdez does tackle him. Those edge runs have hurt us this year, and they hurt us on that one, trying to get the edge, and Artesia's speed coming into play.
And that was a really good job by that linebacker. As he went for that tackle, he also just went for the punch out. Like Peanut Tillman back in the day, Coach, and he knocked it out. Just perfect time, and unfortunate for the Rockets. So time for the defense to bow up right here, Coach. We need a big, big stop.
And so Artesia picks up the fumble. There's a return of penalty on the return. Going to get a block in the back on Artesia so that's during the return. It'll still be Artesia's ball, so it's after the recovery.
I've never seen a ref point at the sideline, Coach, instead of pointing the direction.
He's like, you guys, you over there.
It's on you. I wonder if he would have gave the thumb and pointed at Goddard if it was on Goddard.
So great job for Artesia's defense punching that out. Goddard does catch a break on the return. It would have been inside of our 20. It's going to be on the 35. Warren in the pistol backfield, 2x2 receiver set, play action. Going to throw it to the slot. It's an incomplete pass. So Artesia's timing still a little bit off.
Yeah, Coach, they're just a little out of sync right now. Even that's typically a completion for him right there, and just couldn't quite snag it. So Goddard will take it, and they're going to go with that 2x2 look again, Coach, in the pistol backfield.
They're just going to run that one up the middle. Goddard all over that one. There's Eric Gutierrez and Sorg along with Haas. Hasiel Perez.
And then just a little base run right there for the Rockets. They're going to bring up a 3rd and 8, Coach.
Then Isaiah Montoya getting to start at linebacker as well. So 3rd and 8 for Artesia. Showing some pressure, going to walk out of it. 4-man rush screen, breaks a tackle, going to be close to a first down. Let's see where they spot it. It's going to be complete to Artesia's number 13, Sawyer Whitehead, another senior.
Great
and it's
football
gonna be
name.
4th and 4, going for it quick.
No, they did it.
Where did they spot it? That forward surge, he might have got it.
Yeah, and they got it, Coach.
So good job by Artesia. They had a play ready for 4th and 4. Get on the ball.
And they are
base
moving
run up
quick,
the middle.
Coach.
Now they're going no huddle, trying to break up their rhythm. Ball's up. Good job by Jordan Chavez.
Jordan Chavez
knocks that
with
away.
some great defense right there, Coach. And then we were out of sorts right there, too. Jordan Chavez ended up being one-on-one with the corner, with the receiver, playing as a corner right there, and made a great play.
Well, that was one of those where I think the sideline did a good job yelling ball to him because he had no idea that the ball was coming. And he got his hands up, kind of deflected that. I think it's going to be close to out of bounds anyways, but good job by Jordan Chavez. And there's a flag on the play, of course.
And then you're taught, Coach, you see those hands go up. When you're a DB, you see those hands go up on the receiver, and you don't know what, and your back is to the ball, you just start throwing and slapping at those hands.
So I think they got us with 12 men on the field. And I think it was correct, Coach. We were about 1 yard from getting off the field, but it was a good call.
And we were trying to
I think
change
Artesia
personnel, but they were moving quick, Coach.
Yeah, and I think Artesia knew they had a free play too. So 2-by-2 look, pistol backfield again. Going to throw a slant to the L receiver. It's going to be 1st and goal down to the 2 for Artesia. That's Montoya and some others in on the tackle.
And then a big job right there. Good job by Jordan Chavez. They're holding him up, and he came and just laid the lumber and said, "You're not going to get free catches over here."
And Artesia's no huddle hurting us there. There might have been a hold there on the edge. I don't think they're going to call it, though. And then Artesia's going to go into the end zone for a touchdown on the 18 option. That's Bryce Pata. Touchdown, Artesia. Finally have something to cheer about, Artesia fans. And pending this PAT, trying to tie this up. So Artesia, they always line up in that swinging gate look. And it's a different swinging gate look this year. They always usually change it up a little bit.
I was going to ask you, Coach, is this
this is a really nasty looking one, hard to prepare for. But they shift into a regular PAT snap kick.
I was going to say, Coach, what would you call that?
Kick.
Double?
I would have to get up on the whiteboard and draw that one up for a while, and then I don't know even then.
Hey, Coach, that sounds like a good time right there. Some drawing it up on the whiteboard.
We need a whiteboard up here in the press box.
We really do.
You never know. Okay, so Artesia ties it up at 7. Great ball game here in Artesia. We'll be back for the kickoff. KSVPTV.com. Coach Deck and Coach Roybal, Goddard Rocket Football, 106.1 La Pantera for all you truckers out there. Roll Blue.
Ready, set, hurry on down to Tate Branch Roswell, where we finish first. Experience the Tate Branch difference here at Tate Branch Roswell, where business is done the Tate Branch way with honesty and integrity to deliver an exceptional customer experience. We have a huge selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs that are priced to move and are backed with a lifetime powertrain warranty. It's all backed by friendly hometown customer service that puts you first every time. So don't wait. Head on down to Tate Branch Roswell right here at 2000 West 2nd Street and drive home happy today. Tate Branch Roswell. Come experience the world-class experience you have been waiting for.
All right, we are back. 7-7 ball game. Artesia will kick off deep to Goddard. Their kicker has a strong leg, and it's going to get way to the back of the end zone. That's a huge weapon in football, Coach, especially high school. You know, college and pro, it's common. You can kick it anywhere. High school football, if you can kick it to the end zone, it's just an amazing weapon. I remember Goddard Rocket Football, you know, we won back-to-back state championships in 2008 and 2009. 2008, you know, we played unbelievable game in the Wool Bowl against Aztec. Won the state championship, but we had a kicker, Jared Martin. He just kicked it out of the end zone every time, the whole game. Aztec had to go 80 for every possession.
That's hard, Coach.
It's huge. So Artesia makes Goddard start on the 20. Little RPO action, fake. Vasquez pulls it. Valdez, good catch, pushing the pile. Wow. Coach Valdez playing 1-on-7. They couldn't get him down. They finally do.
Took the whole team to bring him down. I like the way that kid plays football, Coach.
So it's going to be a 2nd and 3 for Goddard. And this is one of those advantage situations for the offense. Get to 2nd and 2. You know, you should be able to run it a couple times and pick up a couple yards for sure. Move the chains. Vasquez going to run it up the middle to Gibbs. The offensive line looked like a little confused on something there. We didn't block anybody on that one. So no gain on that one.
So big 3rd and 1 coming up, Coach, and I like our chances the way that we've been moving.
You know, in these short yardage situations, that's where quarterback sneak always comes into play. We'll be in the, it's going to be a spread, trips to the right, 3rd and 1. Vasquez is going to run the option. He's going to start to fake it, but then lose a couple yards. So Artesia's defense, we had him 2nd and 3, but then 2 short yardage stops. Going to bring up a 4th down, loses a couple. Goddard will have to punt. So Artesia's defense in these short yardage situations, Coach, playing some good ball and tough for Goddard. We'll have to punt here. We got the punt team on. This will be Vasquez. JT with the long snap. Those long snaps are hard and very important.
Looks like Artesia might be coming for this one, Coach.
And a flag on the play. Is it a delay of game or offsides? Artesia? Let's see. Yeah, it's going to be a delay of game on Goddard, so back it up 5 yards.
We need to make sure we got some extra protection, Coach. Looks like they're coming for it on this one.
Yeah, I think Artesia's showing pressure. They're definitely coming after this. We got to get a good snap, and we do. Vasquez gets it off. They might have roughed him. Let's see.
Throw it, please.
Artesia has 2 guys back on the return. They have a lot of space. They're going to take over deep in Goddard's territory. Let's check the flag if there is one. And there is. So we'll see. And I'll be honest, I don't know. There's a lot of different rules for roughing amongst all the levels of football. I don't know if it's automatic roughing in high school or if there's a running into and a roughing.
Coach, that was
the
most vicious roughing the kicker I've ever seen in my life.
Obviously roughing. No doubt roughing.
Roughing.
Personal
without
foul,
a doubt.
15 yards.
I think it was so bad we need 30 yards.
The officials sorting this out.
Running into the kicker. Still 4th down.
So it'll still be 4th down. So high school does differentiate between roughing and running into. So Goddard will have to punt this again.
Which is a good thing for us, Coach.
I'm crazy, but how about a fake punt, 4th and 3? After the running into the kicker, everyone's running around, 4th and 3, snap at someone and run. We won't, and we shouldn't, but like I said, I'm crazy.
Riverboat Ron over here, huh, Coach?
So there's Vasquez, good punt, and there we go. Oh, and Artesia does pick it up, and Goddard's going to wrap him up.
Good job, T-Pain.
There you go. So great job, Goddard, right there. So 4th and 8 punt, get the running into the kicker. And then Vasquez, better snap. He's able to get a little better timing. Drills it. Goddard, good coverage. 7-7 ball game. So, Coach, exactly what you would expect. Goddard, Artesia putting on a show here.
Yeah, Coach, just some great football by 2 of the top teams in the state. And, Goddard playing a good game, Coach. This is exactly where you want to be against them.
Oh, ball's loose. Oh, they're going to say it's an incomplete pass. I don't know.
Coach, I thought he caught it and made a football move.
I thought he caught it right in his hands. Then he went to cut back. So maybe as he's going to tuck it, he fumbles. Don't know. And then we're going to. So college or pro, you be sitting on your couch like watching an instant replay right now. We don't have that in high school.
They need to give us the technology, Coach. You and I would be on that.
Or canvas. Just throw some canvas on there. Canvas ruled out a fumble. And not sure what the stoppage is about. So 7-7, Goddard, Artesia. I think you'll see Artesia start to try to attack us deep, a little bit more. These underneath routes have been advantage Goddard. And Goddard's been all over the run game, too, although Bryce Potter does a good job there, reaching out, extending the play, going to bring up a 3rd and short. Bryce Potter, another one of Artesia's great athletes, multi-sport athlete, coach. Great basketball player, track athlete. That's one thing, like we said, Artesia does a great job. All their kids, boys and girls, multi-sport. 3rd and 5. 2-by-2 spread look, pistol, backfield. Snap is low again. Warren throws the out route. He's complete but short. Going to bring up a 4th and 1. And this will be into the first quarter. So both teams will have a quarter timeout to think about a 4th and 1 play whenever we come back. KSVPTV.com, Goddard Rocket Football, Coach Deck and Coach Roybal. 106.1 La Pantera, Doug producing, Roll Blue.
Hey guys, Aaron Dishman, your general sales manager down here at Roswell Ford. Check it out, we're in the 4th quarter. That means Ford is pushing the incentives hard. Guys, right now, get 3.9% financing for 72 months and up to $7,500 off the MSRP on a brand new 2025 F-150. Come down, take a look here at Roswell Ford, and let us hook you up today.
Score game-winning deals only at Roswell Ford, 821 North Main in Roswell.
All right, we are back. So end of the first quarter timeout. So Coach, Artesia gets the opening kick in the first quarter. Goddard forces a fumble, runs it down to the 3-yard line, punches it in on the first play, takes a 7-0 lead. Goddard's defense gets a big stop. Goddard moving, but Artesia forces a fumble. They get a drive and tie it up at 7. And now both teams traded some stops, and Artesia, big 4th and 1 play here right at the 50. We will flip the field. And, Coach, look at that. The nose of the football is right on the 50-yard line.
And it's 4th down.
And Goddard!
Eric Gutierrez. Oh, my gosh.
Roll Blue. Goddard brings the house. Angel Mesa in there. That's where you're yelling, offense, offense, switch it. The scoreboard said first and 10, but that was a 4th and 1 play. Goddard's defense, huge. Roll Blue.
And Coach Eric Gutierrez just shot through that A-gap there on the left side, and Artesia had absolutely no chance.
Yeah, and Coach, I'm not a fan of the shotgun on these short yardage, and Goddard's defense had 6 guys in the backfield. Goddard's offense takes over, 1st and 10. Gibbs trying to get wide. Going to pick up a good 4 yards. So, Coach, both defenses now trading shots, and Goddard taking over in Artesia's territory. They're going to mark it at the 44-yard line, left hash, moving south and north. Goddard wearing their all whites, looking sharp.
And Coach, to stop this offense that many times in the first half already is impressive. This is the best offense in the state.
Double gun look with Vasquez back there with Gibbs and Ariano. Twins to the right, Castillo split to the left. They're playing press coverage on Castillo. And Artesia going to be all over Gibbs on that one, trying to get wide. Going to lose a couple.
Going to take us to it. 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7, coach, and then it's coming up, and we're going with that double gun look again. 2 to the right, one single receiver to the boundary. It's Lujan. Vasquez going to drop back. Oh, and coach, that
triple
was
coverage there on Castillo, and Artesia all over him, so that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Coach, and that was close to connecting right there. And a big decision coming up for the Rockets, coach. And I'm thinking 4-down territory. What about you? And looks like that's what we're doing.
Yeah, I think so, coach. I mean, you just have to play aggressive on the road against the #1 team in the state. You're playing good ball. Here we go. High drama, Bulldog Bowl. Trips right, gun right. Vasquez in the shotgun. He's going to roll to the right, trying to find somebody. That is incomplete. So Artesia again answers back. So, coach, both teams on defense bowing up here, and our team will basically be right back where we started on the last possession. Still a 7-7 ball game.
Just trading stops right here, these two teams, coach. And they know each other quite well, so kind of expected against two really good teams early on, at least.
Artesia on the ball, ready to go. 2-by-2 look, pistol backfield. Warren, little quarterback draw to Pata. Good looking play. Going to be 1st down, breaks a tackle and more into Goddard's territory. Good play from Artesia. Quarterback draw, or a running back draw.
And that was really, really well played out, coach. I thought that was going to be a throw for sure, and then all of a sudden they just handed off to Pata for a big gain. Sorg making the tackle way down the field along with Isaiah Montoya. And then just going to go a screen pass to Pata. But Sorg, Ryan Romero, the junior, number 25, all over. And then Levi Vizcarra cleans it up. And, Coach, I was going to mention it earlier. Our defensive tackles show just amazing hustle. They're making tackles down the field a lot.
Trips to the left, still a pistol backfield. Artesia exclusively in the pistol backfield. Warren roll to the left. That's complete. 2. Hodling. Goddard ropes him up out of bounds.
And that was Isaiah Montoya again in on the tackle, coach. Artesia got a little hyped up for that one.
Those out routes into the boundary, play action, little RPO screen. That's going to be Eglund.
And then Romero takes him down again. And Artesia is working it down the field.
And that was to Byers. So Byers been pretty quiet today, and Byers one of their go-to players. But Artesia on a good drive here, 2nd and 5 on Goddard's 24-yard line. Left hash, 2-by-2 look. Fakes that draw, or they run the draw again. Goddard only had to see it once. All over that one, Sorg. Great run pass recognition there. Good job, Sorg. That was a good play call by Artesia, but just Goddard made a good play.
Yeah, Goddard squeezed it, coach, and Pata still almost was almost snuck out, but Jeremiah Sorg coming up with a big tackle for the Rockets.
Warren, play action pass, out route, big hit. complete, but out of bounds to Whitehead.
And then Jesus Ortiz.
There's a flag on the play.
So Jesus Ortiz made the tackle for the Rockets. We have a flag on the play.
Not as many flags tonight as we're used to, but still too many. And I don't think there was. I think it must have fell out. Warren, straight drop back, gets hit as he throws.
Oh, they lit him up,
hit.
Coach.
Incomplete pass, huge play, and Goddard with another stop.
So the Rockets just showing out defensively. Another fourth down stop. We had a linebacker blitz right there, and Artesia not able to get the completions. The Rockets defense taking over with another stop, multiple defensive stops, fumble recovery. So Goddard defense just all over the field, and they're going to give the ball to Gibbs up the middle, and he's going to pick up about 2 yards, which is perfectly fine. We're totally okay with running this ball, taking some time off the clock. Remember, we kicked off to Artesia on that opening drive. They fumbled, and Eric Gutierrez almost took it to the house. And then shortly later, Mr. Nate Vasquez for the 3-yard touchdown. So Goddard well received at the half. So on this drive, we're looking to take some time off the clock, get a few first downs, and then punch it in and not leave much time for Artesia on the clock. Nate Vasquez going to fake the run to Gibbs and then throw it to Valdez. A little RPO action right there. Valdez with his second catch of the night.
Huge stop by Goddard. And, Coach, this is a huge drive. If we can get our offense rolling here, mid-second quarter, we got ball coming out. This is a huge drive in this game, Coach.
Yeah, Coach, big time. And then, just looking to continue to have our run game just take control of this, Coach. And we're going to give it to Ariano right here, and he's running hard.
There's that inside run. He spins, falls forward, big gain there. Going to pick up a good 5. And Coach, that's what you want. You want those positive plays.
Yeah, Coach, getting ahead of the stick, 2nd and 4, pretty much the entire playbook open, and the way we've been running the ball, I just keep pounding that thing inside, Coach. Our linemen are doing work, and we have 2 backs running really, really hard.
Double gun, twins to the left. Vasquez going to run a cross action in the backfield. There's Gibbs fighting forward, close to a first down. This inside running game, Coach, heating up. And this is what we want. This is what we need. And we look good. This offensive line doing work. Gibbs, the senior. Ariano, the senior. It's going to be a first down for Goddard.
We're staying with that spread look, Coach, with two backs next to Montoya, 2 receivers. To the wide side, we're going to give it to Ariano. Gibbs going to pick up a big block. And some more positive yardage, Coach, and then just taking time off the clock. Exactly what we like to see.
Yeah, and, one of the biggest weapons in football is controlling the final 4 minutes of each half, each quarter, especially each half. depending on, who gets the ball, and Goddard gets the ball coming out in the third quarter. And we have the ball right now, 2nd and 6, 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. We can take up this entire clock and go in 7-7 or go in with the lead and have the ball. It's a huge weapon. And Goddard is doing it exactly how we need to do it. There's Gibbs again with that inside run, picking up 4.
And Goddard doing a great job, Coach. There in no hurry and no need to be.
Artesia sending 5. Vasquez going to pick up a couple. I think he's going to be a little bit short.
And Artesia in that 3-4 defensive look, and looks like they brought a double A-gap blitz, but Goddard had the right play call right there, running to the outside.
Yep.
Artesia anticipating the inside run through the A or B gap, and then Goddard anticipating the blitz right there. So
4th and 1, Montoya checks in. High drama.
Oh, shoot, Coach.
At Bulldog Bowl. We're in the Mafia. Huge play. Artesia packs the box, shifts left. Montoya in the shotgun, probably going to run it. And he does get forward, fighting for yards.
He's got it.
He got the 50. Let's see where they spot it. Crowd realizes there's a first down. He didn't like that spot, but it was a good spot.
Montoya just kept fighting, Coach.
Yeah, that initial surge wasn't there, and then the second surge was. Good job by the O-line. The nose of the ball is right on the 50, Coach. And so now with chain set, clock running, 3:28 to go, Goddard's going to have to pop some of these runs. Might have to get in some play action if we're looking to score. But, Coach, again, even if we don't score, we're sitting 7-7, ball coming out second half. There's Montoya off the edge, going to pick up a first down out of bounds, and they are going to throw the flag.
Yes, sir.
That is going to be a late hit on Artesia.
Montoya picks up about 12, tack on 15 for the unnecessary roughness.
And that's on Goddard's sideline, so every coach and every kid yelled late hit at the same time and got it. He's going to be 1 yard short of the first down. Or did they pick it up?
I got fooled earlier, too. Remember, I thought it was a –
The official threw the flag. I saw it, and then he picked it up. Okay. Well, either way, good run by Montoya.
And I thought Montoya got a little more than that. And
so 2nd and 1.
If he was out of bounds right there, then that was definitely a late hit.
There's Montoya. Now he'll pick it up. So, really that, being marked short, I mean, it gives us an extra play, 2nd and 1. I mean, probably rather be 2nd and 1 than 1st and 10 right there. So now we add another play.
And that's just because we're able to take more time off the clock, knowing we're going to pick up that first down.
Yeah, and this all keeps Artesia off the field. Their offense off the field. We get the ball coming out second half. So Goddard looking to score here, obviously. But under 3 minutes, we have the ball. We are in control of this game. And as we get closer, we can look to a shot to an end zone, play action, something like that. This is exactly where we want to be. Gibbs going to run wide into the boundary. He's going to be in bounds, lose a yard. Goddard running that pin and pull scheme. And they marked him out of bounds, Coach? He was not out of bounds.
And I'm anticipating a ball up to Mr. Castillo coming soon. Looks like Artesia's paying a lot of attention to the box now with Goddard's success in the run game.
Little power play. There goes Gibbs up the middle. I love it. So that'll use some more clock.
Christian Acosta getting some right there.
There you go, Christian.
Again, shout out to his grandpa, Elias Acosta, best in the game at Goddard High School.
First ballot Hall of Famer. There's no doubt. It's Friday, Elias. We always we always talk about it. So Artesia thought maybe they'd use a timeout right there, but they didn't. Goddard, 3rd and 8. Is exactly where we want to be. Use and clock.
And we got a one-on-one if we want it, Coach, with Castillo. We got a one-on-one. Oh, we went the other way with it.
So the clock will stop. Incomplete pass. So 1:53 to go. Yeah, and it's too far for a field goal. It's too close for a punt. So I think
what you're telling me, Coach, is that
high drama.
We have some more high drama coming coming in at the Bulldog Bowl. And then, Coach, looks like Mr. Josiah Castillo. It's hard to see from the press box, but I see some green and some red Kobe's. It looks like the Grinch Kobe football cleats. Those got to be the best cleats in all of the state of New Mexico right now.
Well, we need some Kobe, some clutch on 4th down, and Castillo's in the slot here, moving him around. I like it. Big play.
I see the mama mentality.
High drama.
Oh,
a little bit of.
I saw both. It could have been both ways.
Both teams moving. I'm sure Goddard will get called for that one, though.
Dang it. So maybe that ball is going to Mr. Lujan, Coach, because usually when the receiver is the one to go a little early, that ball is about to go to them.
Well, and Goddard could think about a punt, now. I mean, 4th and 13.
That would not be the worst idea. A little pooch punt, get it inside the 20.
There's 1:52 to go. Try to pin Artesia.
And I trust the defense in that situation for sure, Coach.
Maybe even a quick punt, so you line up in a spread look. Just let Vasquez quick punt it, and Goddard's going to get a timeout. And I think that might be what Coach Bolaños is thinking about here. 4th and 13, maybe let's just, maybe line up in a spread look and just let Vasquez quick punt this.
And that means that there's no returner, so that ball's going to bounce hopefully all the way down inside the 10. And then the good thing about your quarterback being the punter is that Vasquez is already ready for that roll right there, Coach. So I like that a lot. You line up and spread. You're about to take the snap. You take a few steps back and then just pooch that thing over everybody and let it roll.
So I think that's what both teams are talking about here. And maybe Artesia's thinking, hey, watch out for the quick punt. Maybe they can send a guy deep. This is a tough go for Goddard now at 4th and 13, though, and if you don't get it, Artesia takes over in good field position. So,
and the last thing you want to do right now is give them momentum, because the Goddard Rockets have controlled this game, controlled this clock.
Goddard will go for it. Shotgun, going to throw it deep, throw it up. There's nobody there. So Artesia will take over in good field position. But 1:47 to go. Goddard's defense has been playing good ball.
As we mentioned, Coach, with Goddard getting the ball at half, it'd be huge to come up with a stop right here. But that drive was huge in itself, Coach, because it took about 7 minutes off the clock. That's 7 minutes that Artesia does not have the football.
And Artesia has shifted into a no-huddle, faster-paced, and they will no doubt stay in that here. Angel Mesa getting the D-line shuffled. Warren going to throw it deep, and there's nobody there. They just got their feet tangled up. That's a good call by the official. Now there's a late flag, like 15 seconds after the play.
There's no way.
That was just one of those, they just
incidental contact.
Yeah, they got their feet tangled. It happens.
The White Hat's trying to tell him no. Now there's a meeting of the minds, Coach, in the middle. Oh, yeah, wave it off.
Wave it off. There we go. And that, Coach, that's a great job by the officials. You know, you get together and figure it out. You know, it looked like, you know, it was a hard post route. He kind of bent that to the corner a little bit, then snapped it off to the post, and they just tangled up their feet, and no harm, no foul. But it looks bad. Looks like interference initially, but they got together, and good call. So trips to the left, split to the right. Artesia exclusively in the pistol. Play action. Warren steps up under pressure. Mesa gets after him. Out of bounds. Clock will stop. Bring up a third down, but only a 3-yard game. Coach Goddard's defense absolutely lights out in this game.
Coach, and like you mentioned before the game, they have been all year, but to do it against this offense is impressive, Coach.
And we had talked about it. It's really a speed-on-speed matchup. It's a spread offense against, I would say, like a spread defense. You know, I mean, we got a lot of speed and toughness. We're rushing for. Our linebackers are really like safeties, you know, playing linebacker. They can cover. They can play the run. All the guys in the secondary can play man. They can play zone. They can tackle. And the D-line just gets after you.
And with some speed, Coach. So, yeah, I like the way you put that spread defense.
Artesia 1st and 10. Warren going to roll out to his left. Going to complete that. Going to get out of bounds. That's a good play call from Artesia. Complete to Sawyer Whitehead and gets out of bounds. And so Artesia running a great 2-minute offense. Clock will stop. First down.
You can tell they do this a lot, Coach.
Yep.
These plays are dialed up, and the kids are getting to their marks fast, getting out of bounds on that curl route on the 3rd and 7.
So Artesia into Goddard's territory on the 37-yard line. Left hash trips to the right. Pistol backfield. Artesia exclusively in this formation. 17 option to the left. He stays in bounds. It's a good game, but the clock will run. Angel Mesa on the tackle along with Kyle Mosquita, Levi Viscata in there. Clock's rolling. Two-by-two look. Narrowed split down to the right. Warren going to find Byers. Ooh, and they're going to call him out of bounds. Good job by Byers. He was initially tackled in bounds, but he reached that ball outside, gets out of bounds. Jack Byers, University of Arizona commit in baseball. Coach, he's a real deal.
Coach, and then, you know, the blocking sled, Eric Gutierrez just did that to the right guard of the Artesia Bulldogs. He took 2 steps, drove him back, and then lifted him up off the ground. Coach, I couldn't
finish.
Wow.
So 1st and 10 Artesia. Goddard's 18-yard line, bringing the pressure. Payne. Ball is deflected and caught. And a flag. Going to be.
And the helmet.
I think maybe a face mask on Goddard and some extra
curricular. Reminiscent of the 2015 semifinal game, Coach. Dean McDaniel comes out of the pile with the Artesia helmet in hand.
So I think this will go against Goddard. I think we did get his face mask.
I didn't see nothing, Coach.
It's unfortunate because, you know, we had him wrapped up, but so this will be 1st and goal Artesia down to Goddard's 8-yard line.
Coach, Artesia moved it quickly down the field.
Yeah, and so there's 47 seconds left. Artesia plenty of time. 2-by-2 look. Pistol backfield again. Oh, ball's deflected.
Goddard got it, Coach. Goddard got it. Kyle Mosquita.
What a play. Oh, my goodness. You watch football forever. You may not see a better interception than that.
Well, Coach, I think that was reminiscent of the Malcolm Butler Seahawks-Patriots interception in the Super Bowl. Same concept. Why are you throwing that football in that situation with that tight of a window?
Yeah.
Like, I can't believe it. And Kyle Mosquita jumps the route, gets a little fortuitous bounce, and wow, the Rockets come up with an amazing stop right there, Coach.
Yeah, Coach, you said it. It's reminiscent of that play, but also reminiscent of the coverage. It's tight press man, and Artesia ran like a little wide receiver
hitch
screen, something hitch, but it's against press man, so everything is tight. Ball gets deflected. Kyle Mosqueda, how about that recognition? How about the hands? Stops Artesia's touchdown drive late. Roll blue.
And again,
I know Coach Voigt's going to be happy about that, man. Ball skills. Kyle Mosqueda coming out to basketball when football's over.
And Coach,
great play.
As we mentioned, Goddard gets the ball at half, so
huge,
even bigger stop with that in mind.
Run this clock out, go to half, and we got ball. What a play! And Coach, that's a great call with that play with Malcolm Butler in the Super Bowl. You know, it's you're down on the goal line. You have timeouts left, and you're facing press man. You know, it's all tight in there with those little slants and quicks and screens, especially. And
I thought, Coach,
what a play by Goddard.
I was anticipating 18 option all day right there, and
just run it. You know, I mean,
something like a 34 base run, something, and they still had
slant and go back of the end zone.
A lot of time, like right there. So, regardless, we love it for the Goddard Rockets.
I mean, Goddard's defense just absolutely incredible, and it's easy to let up. You know, once the other team gets first and goal, but Goddard tightens up the closer they got, and there's Gibbs off the edge. And Coach, these are plays that I love too. If you take over on offense late in the game, late in the quarter, and you're getting the ball coming out second half, you can set the mindset for the second half right now. You could run 2-3 plays and run it right at them and send them a message, hey, this is what's coming second half. And Goddard just did that on these past 2 plays. Real physical run with Gibbs there to end the half. Goddard has ball coming out 7-7 at halftime.
Coach, the Bulldog,
everybody in the stands are nervous.
Coach, the Bulldog Bowl is silenced right now. This is exactly how you would want this game to go as a Goddard Rocket football fan. Low scoring. Goddard's the more physical team. Goddard has the better ground game right now. This is exactly how Coach Bolaños wanted this game to go, and we get the ball at half. If we could put up a touchdown, Coach, the way this defense has been playing, that would go a long way.
So 7-7 at the half. Both teams making the trek up the ramp. Coach, that's a nice incline on the ramp here at the Bulldog Bowl. That's a great feature of this stadium. 7-7. Goddard will have ball coming out after halftime. KSVPTV.com, 106.1 La Pantera. Coach Deck with Coach Roy Ball in for a great ball game here in the second half. Roll blue.
Roll blue.
If you're looking for the best deal on your next vehicle, look no further. The Roswell Hyundai Used Car Super Center. With a huge selection of vehicles to choose from, nearly every make and model. You're sure to find the vehicle that fits your needs and budget. Whether you're in the market for a large truck, a high-end luxury vehicle, or an affordable car for first-time buyers, the Roswell Hyundai Used Car Super Center has something for everyone. The #1 used car super center in Southeast New Mexico, 2 years in a row. Roswell Hyundai, the fun place to buy a car. 1909 West 2nd.
Hi, my name's Chance with Trustmark Roofing and Windows, and here's what you should expect during your window inspection. Upon my arrival, you'll receive a 15-minute courtesy call letting you know I'm on the way. Once I'm in your home, I'm going to be checking for moisture indication, functionality, and any kind of energy efficiency improvements to the inside and outside of your home. After my inspection, I'll give you my professional opinion, and then you can decide whether you want a no-obligation quote. Myself or the office will contact you to set up a date when I can show you my products and options to best suit your needs. So when choosing windows, choose Trustmark Roofing and Windows. Our goal is to give you a 5-star service and get you what you deserve, and that's the best.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity across the state of New Mexico. Different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are one Eastern.
Picture this. You're behind the wheel of a John Deere compact tractor. You're effortlessly breaking ground, moving piles of rocks just by moving a lever, and enjoying the sun as you clear brush across your pasture. We could keep trying to put you in the moment, but to really understand what this feels like, you just have to get in the seat.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com. Are you ready to succeed? ENMUR's dedicated facilities and faculties provide an exceptional learning experience, from academic programs to behavioral sciences, business, health education, or technical education. ENMU Roswell offers a wide variety of certifications and degree programs designed to take your education and experience to the next level. Eastern New Mexico University Roswell, worth the journey. Roswell's hometown university.
Success starts here. ENMU Roswell.
All right, welcome. Another edition of our Goddard Rocket Football Player Spotlight, brought to you by Dion's. I am Coach Deck, joined by two Goddard Rocket Football superstars, Joe Ceballos, Ryan Romero. Joe, I'll start with you, playing that offensive line. You've been getting more and more reps as the season goes, and you guys are really starting to come together as an offensive line, starting to run the ball, pound the rock in there. Talk about the guys, talk about the offense.
Well, what I think about the offense right now is I think we're doing really good at running, but it could be better. It's just weird because most of the defense that we've gone against so far has been a typical like 4-3, but now we're getting some 3-4 fronts, and it's just odd getting these odd fronts, you know, and it's just getting weirder to run the ball. We don't have as much angles and stuff like that, but we're getting good at throwing the ball too, I feel like, so that's good.
So you mentioned that 3-4 defense. Is that what you expect to see from Artesia this week? Different front out there. What are you seeing on film from those guys on their D line?
Yeah, we are getting a 3 front, and their backers, they look all right. They look good, and they have 3 D tackles. That nose guard is humongous, but
maybe
not too worried about him.
Get a little double team in there, maybe.
Yeah. Something like that. We have something planned for him. And their D tacks on both sides, they're all right. They don't look too bad. But it's going to be a good game.
So, Ryan, let's talk about you playing that linebacker spot. So, obviously, you know, playing linebacker, you have to play the run, you have to play the pass, you have to be physical. The defense has been playing great ball all year. You got the D-line doing work, you have a secondary doing work. Talk about that linebacker spot for you and the guys on defense coming together.
Yes, sir. Linebacker, hard, like you said. We have to run, and then we got the pass. But like our Mike linebacker, T-Pain, he's really good at focusing on the run. So the Will and the Sam, we got the pass, but if T-Pain needs us on the run, we'll come in, you know, hit or punch out the ball, whatever they need us to do.
So what are you seeing from Artesia this week? Obviously, they're going to be spread. They're going to have receivers that they're throwing the ball to. Probably being a lot of coverage this week, you know, looking for screen, and then when they do run it, right?
Yes, sir. Artesia, great team, well-disciplined. Their QB, great. We have 2 big matchups at the wide receiver position. We got 88 and I think 86. They're the 2 tallest wide receivers, I believe, and they're great at running routes, like hiding the run, I guess you could say. But that deep ball, we just got to focus on that. I feel like our safeties will play that well. They'll come across the field. Our corners, physical. They love to be physical. They'll hit you in the mouth, or they'll just make your arms tired, keep hitting them. And I believe we got this under control.
Well, obviously in any football game, but especially a game like this, going at Artesia, the number 1 ranked team in the state, creating turnovers has to be a big priority for you guys.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, for sure. We're just going to have to get in there and get dirty like we always do in practice. We go at it with the offense in the trenches, in the open field. We're always just hitting each other like no other, like we're playing in a real game.
So, Joe, playing that offensive line spot, talk about maybe some linemen that you watch in college or pro, or favorite teams, college or pro, just guys you like watching.
Well, I was a 49ers fan. I still am, but I like watching Trent Williams. I think he's a really good player. I love watching his reps and just seeing how he plays as that tackle. I really like watching him. He's a good player.
He's a great athlete. He's big. He's a great athlete. He's aggressive. Ryan, how about you?
I hate to say it, but Fred Warner from the 49ers, great player. I try to watch him a lot. I love the way he comes downhill, hits, just everything about him.
Knows everybody's job, kind of runs that defense and stuff too. So amazing, guys. So as you know, this is brought to you by Dion's every week. You guys have a favorite Dion's order whenever you go, Joe?
My favorite pizza from Dion's probably pepperoni sausage. Pretty good.
Now, what are you? I mean, ranch and salad. Lemonade.
Little ranch, little lemonade.
Just get it all. All right, there you go. Ryan, how about you?
I'm just a regular guy. I just like pepperoni on my pizza. I'll throw some ranch on there. Yeah. Give me a Dr. Pepper on the side.
There you go. So Dion's, we need some Dr. Peppers next time there.
Yes, sir.
Go figure. We got a pepperoni pizza right here. You guys go ahead, tear into that guy.
Ooh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So Goddard Rocket football making the journey to Artesia. Going to be a big one. Joe and Ryan going to ball out for us down there. Give us a roll blue.
Roll blue.
Dion's is homegrown right here in New Mexico and is the perfect place for team dinners, family gatherings, and all your catering needs. Stop by their location on South Main and West Wildy in Roswell for the best pizza, salads, and subs in town at a price that won't break the bank. Dion's makes it easy to bring together your favorite people with your favorite food for any occasion. Visit Dion's.com to order ahead for dine-in or pickup. That's Dion's.com. That concludes this presentation of sports on La Pantera 106.1 FM and online at KSVPTV.com. Goddard Rocket Football on La Pantera 106.1 FM and online at KSVPTV.com.
I'm Ben from Roswell Seed Company. And I'm John. We've been helping New Mexico grow since 1898. Seeds, feed, fertilizer, tools, all the good stuff.
Basically, if it grows in the dirt, we probably sell it. Or at least argue about how good it'll grow.
We're just down on South Main and we're always happy to help.
And hey, we throw in the advice and bad jokes, both equally unlicensed.
Go where the pros go. Roswell Seed Company.
All right, welcome another edition of our Goddard Rocket Football Player Spotlight, brought to you by Dion's. I am Coach Deck,
Now's
joined
the
by
time to get
two
a great deal on the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S. Professional-grade mowers, durable sidekick utility vehicles, and versatile compact tractors. It's the equipment you need to take care of your land. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $4,500.
Visit your local Kubota dealer, Amigo Machinery at 2801 Southeast Main Street in Roswell. In a
medical emergency, every second counts. Artesia General Hospital's emergency department is open 24/7, staffed with highly trained professionals ready to provide life-saving care when you need it most. Don't wait. When minutes matter, trust Artesia General Hospital. Quality emergency care close to home. Learn more at artesiageneral.com.
Check out some of the Halloween savings you'll find this week at your local Farmers Country Market. Select bags of Oreo cookies are $4.88 each, and select boxes of Kellogg's breakfast cereals are just $3.98 each. In produce, pints of juicy blueberries are $2.99 each, and jack-o'-lantern pumpkins are $3.99 each. In the meat department, family packs of boneless New York strip steaks are $7.99 a pound, and pork baby back ribs are just $2.97 a pound. These are just some of the Halloween bargains you'll find this week at your local Farmers Country Market.
Wakefield Oil Company is a name you can rely on with full service at the pump the way it used to be. You can expect service in just 15 seconds. They offer bulk fuel and oil services and even diesel exhaust fluid. Wakefield Oil Company will deliver to farms, ranches, dairies, the oil fields, and more with dependable service you can count on. So the next time you need service or delivery, go with the name that locals have trusted since 1983. Wakefield Oil Company, 311 South Virginia in Roswell. Let them earn your business.
When you or your loved one is miles away from the nearest hospital, Trans-Aero Medevac has you covered. Out in the oil field, accidents can't wait. The Trans-Aero Helicopter Medical Evacuation Response Team gets critical care to you fast. No matter how remote the site, when every second counts, trust the fastest lifeline in the sky, Trans-Aero Medevac. Proudly serving Southeast New Mexico and West Texas. Loan for free thanks to the partnership from the City of Artesia and Trans-Aero Medevac. Life support by
Hey CVE members, have you scheduled your no-cost home energy audit? If not, it's time to sign up. Call 575-746-3571 to get your name on the list for a free home energy audit. Weather stripping, new door sweeps, minor repairs, and much more. Start saving money and keep that purchased air in your home. Central Valley Electric Cooperative is happy to partner with Green Metal Energy for this valuable audit. Again, 575-746-3571.
At Richland Motors, it's never been easier to sell or trade your current car, truck, or SUV for a newer model to hit the road in. Even if you don't purchase from Richland, they want to buy your vehicle for top dollar. But if you do buy from Richland, don't forget, they're the home of the powertrain warranty for life. That's a whole lot of confidence for you. See Richland for details. 2nd and Sycamore and 1309 Southeast Main.
Bob Reed Pest Control. Reliable, professional, and experienced. The technicians at Bob Reed Pest Control have been providing pest management services for over 50 years and will continue to set high standards for their customers. Protect your family's most important investment, your home, and protect your children and pets from the dangers of poisonous bugs and insects. Everyone at Bob Reed Pest Control are trained and knowledgeable in the latest pest management practices, offering effective treatment plans for each situation. Bob Reed Pest Control. Find them online, BobReedPestControl.com, or call 575-623-5344. Serving all of Southeast New Mexico.
All right, we are back. The team's making their way out of the locker room for the second half. Goddard running down the ramp. Artesia already down the ramp, getting ready to run through. What are we calling the tarps?
The run through banner, coach.
The run through banner.
We're official. We know.
So Artesia has the hustle hit, never quit, and here they go. Artesia's out. It's a good 50-yard sprint. They don't do the bulldog. The dog pile for the second half. Coach, I wouldn't want to be the guy in the bottom of that dog pile.
No, Coach. I don't know. I wouldn't want to be in that dog pile at all.
If you're the starting quarterback, you get to be the last guy. Like Landry Jones back in the day.
He just touched the pile.
He would just cruise up and just touch a guy and then go get the play. That's the guy I'd want to be.
And Coach, Goddard just doing a great job in this game, just bringing the physicality, forcing some turnovers, getting some stops, leading to a 7-7 tie. Just not much offensively, 2 completions. for 14 yards, Coach. And then under 40 yards rushing, Coach. So defense is just doing work in this game. Several stops, several turnovers. We had the Eric Gutierrez fumble recovery. He almost took it to the house, took it to the 3, but then Nate Vasquez ran it from 3 yards in the next play. And then Kyle Mosqueda with that huge interception right before the half. And then several turnover on downs with Artesia going for it on 4th down and unable to convert. The Goddard Rockets, Coach, defense playing like the best defense in the state of New Mexico. And, getting the ball at half, we mentioned it. If we could get a score, that would be huge, huge, huge for this game. And then, Coach, playoff implications, district standing implications for this game. So a lot of teams tuned in and probably pretty surprised to see that score. But if Goddard Rockets keep playing like this, Coach, then I like their chances against just about anybody.
Yeah, Coach, we talked about the defense coming into this game. It would be a really interesting matchup. It's basically speed against speed. But Goddard's defense has that toughness element too, and this toughness element is playing out and winning this matchup so far. Goddard's defense creating a couple turnovers, and one of them led to Goddard's touchdown. And, Coach, you said, seeding implications. So, obviously, district, every team of every sport of all levels, you go into the year, you want to win district, you want to win city, whatever it is. And so that's on the line. But looking past that, seeding is also big too. If you can get a top 4 seed, you get that bye, just the bracket's a little better for you. And so both teams wanting to get this win,
and Coach,
for district and seeding playoff implications.
And, Coach, just a quick shout-out to the Brindo Bulldogs, 8th grade Border Conference champions. Huge victory over Hobbs Houston on Tuesday, making the whole city of Roswell proud. Shout-out to the Brindo Bulldogs and their coaching staff, led by Coach Ray Gutierrez, our very own offensive coordinator, Coach Chris Deck, and also Coach Galen Young. Those Bulldogs were lucky to have 3 great coaches leading the way, and what a sweet victory for that Border Conference Championship, Coach. Congratulations.
Thank you, Coach. Yeah, it was a really fun year working with those guys and the boys. Coach, we kind of saw it early in the year. This had the potential to be a magical group, and we ran through city pretty well, got through Artesia, and then back-to-back games against Carlsbad and Hobbs, 3 very tough games. And then, like you said, Hobbs Houston for the championship game. Everyone came out for that one night. 19-14, undefeated Border Conference champions. Good job. But then, Coach, shout out to all the other Roswell middle schools as well. Like, we actually swept all of our bowl games. So Berindo wins the championship, but Sierra, Mesa, and Mountain View all won their bowl games as well. So what a showing for the Roswell middle schools. Just great football played here in Roswell. You're seeing it on display here tonight with Goddard on the road against number 1 team state Artesia, and there's Ariano bouncing that outside, cuts it back inside. Nice run there. Going to bring up a 3rd down.
Really good vision right there, Coach, by Ariano. He saw those plugged up inside, cut it outside, got cut off, and cut it back inside for a gain of about 5. And a short 3rd down is where we want to be, as Goddard on offense, as the Goddard Rockets.
So the short yardage situations, Artesia has had the advantage so far in this game. Goddard has come up short in some of these so far. We'll see if there's any adjustments from both teams. Artesia walking up guys into A-gap, showing some pressure. Goddard going to run the counter option, pitch out, and that's going to go backwards. Artesia is all over that one. That's going to be number 23, Miguel Soto for Artesia. So Goddard with the counter option, fake the counter, GT, run 17 option to the left. Artesia pretty well just walked everyone up, playing man coverage on everybody, including the backs. So Artesia, again, these short yardage situations have had the advantage. Goddard will have to punt.
Yeah, Coach Vasquez back there to punt. We need a good one. Artesia's offense moved the ball pretty well. Last time we were able to get that pick, but they're going to field it about the 50, and they're going to get full speed ahead,
gone.
Coach, and he might be gone.
He's going to score a touchdown.
Nate Vasquez.
He cuts back, and Vasquez tackles him at the 2-yard line, and his helmet flies way off. He's very upset with himself, but it was a good tackle by Vasquez. That is Edel Villa for Artesia on the good return. But, Coach, they will open up here 1st and goal from the 3. Penalty on the play, though. We'll see. Flags out there.
And that same ref seems to always be in the mix, Coach. That's the line judge over here.
So a meeting of the minds, and overall tonight I would say the officials have done a good job.
They have.
Coach.
They really have. We'll give them their due this week. They're doing good.
You know, you and I both, especially me, we get cranky about the officials from time to time, but the guys tonight have done a really good job.
I can't believe that we're saying such things. Coach, look at us.
I know.
The growth.
We get better. We also call it how it is, though. So those guys' past weeks were bad.
I do not want to talk about that catch from the Mayfield last week. The ball was on the ground before, okay, never mind. That was last week.
Well, and, officials are a part of the game. Like, no matter what anybody wants to say, they're having a huge impact of the game, and therefore they are a part of the analysis of the game. It's just how it is. So the officials are talking to Coach Bolaños and Coach Maupin. So we'll get this sorted out. I think it's probably going to be a face mask on Goddard, but there might have been a block in the back on Artesia as well for that long return. That's why they're talking to both coaches. We'll just have to see here. White Hat's going to get a good call. Personal foul, face mask Goddard, so that one's correct.
That must be it.
So they're going to spot the ball and then move it up, and then after the play, it's going to be on Artesia, I believe.
Okay, and that makes a huge difference because if that was during the play, that would have been offset penalties, and we would have re-kicked. So
that is a great job by the officials.
It actually is.
Shout out to those guys. They really had a perfect handle on that. So Goddard with the face mask, and that was going to move it half the distance to the goal. Artesia after the play, either probably upset about the face mask, some extra stuff, and so either way, it's you have Artesia in a good spot, 1st and 10 from Goddard's 18-yard line, left hash, 7-7 ball game, 9:45 on the clock, 3rd quarter. It's going to be a trips to the right, single to the left, pistol backfield. Pretty consistent formation for Artesia all night. Bootleg to the left. Warren's going to keep it. Goddard, rejection. Big hit from Chavez and also Haciel. Coach Goddard has been all over the run game tonight, all over everything. That was a bootleg back into the boundary, not something you see Artesia do a lot of. That might have been a designed run.
And, Coach, the mark of a good team is stepping up when needed, and this defense is stepping up every time it has needed to, and going to have another one again, defense.
Trips right. That is incomplete. Skids off the ground, going to bring up a 3rd and 10. Goddard's defense continues to be lights out. And Coach, we've seen Goddard's defense be lights out when we're kind of in a base look, just rushing 4. But whenever we start to play man and send some guys and play aggressive, it's also been a great look, and we're going to see it again here. 3rd and 10 from the 18-yard line. Goddard brings the pressure. Look out, steps up, and
incomplete
that's an
again.
Incomplete pass, and that's just a curl into the boundary. Low to Byers. Castillo had him locked out over the top. 4th and 10.
They're going to bring on the field goal unit, Coach.
Bringing on the field goal unit.
And what Goddard is doing is making the Artesia offense uncomfortable. They're not doing what they want to do. They're pressing them off of the line. They're bringing the blitz. The quarterback's not comfortable. And that's what you have to do against Artesia. Don't let them run the routes they want to run.
Left hash kick. This is tough. From 34, kick is up and looking good, and he makes it. So a big kick there. That is number.
And that's where we talked about. Oh, my gosh, Coach. The light show's scaring me. Okay. We're not used to that at the Wool in Roswell. I'm sorry. I thought someone, I don't know what was going on.
I thought that lightning strike.
Yeah, I was a little scared. But that is what we were talking about with having a good field goal kicker. But Goddard's also got one of those, Coach.
So Artesia will take the lead 10-7. And both teams are really ready to go here. No, we're not. So we'll take a very fast timeout, Doug. Kickoff, Artesia coming up real blue. All right, so Artesia takes the lead 10-7, but Coach, that's a great stop by Goddard's defense. Artesia will kick this off deep. He's been in the end zone the whole game. This one's going to be a little bit short. Goddard can return this one. Castillo going to cut to the left. Makes a man miss, has the sideline. Fancy footwork.
Okay, Josiah.
Fancy footwork from Castillo. Late
we got
flag.
some extracurriculars going on over there.
And this has got to be a late hit on Artesia over there. So we'll let them sort that out. Castillo, good footwork. Got up to about the 39-yard line. Oh, my gosh, a hold on Goddard.
And
that was an unusual spot for a holding because
he was in the middle of the field, not near the play.
Well, it was, and then Castillo cut that up the sideline there and was going out of bounds, and then the flag was late. So I can't imagine. I mean, that must have been a hold back way behind the play, but with Castillo going out of bounds, there wouldn't be any reason to be blocking behind the play at that point. And there was also some potential late hits in there. But so holding has hurt Goddard all year. It hurts us on that one. So 1st and 10, Goddard down 10-7, playing good ball. Own 29-yard line, left hash double gun. Vasquez up the middle to Gibbs, looking to push the pile, fighting forward, going to pick up 5. Good first down run from Gibbs. Goddard's inside running game has been good all day long. That's something I think we need to get fully established in this second half. The passing game, Artesia done a pretty good job on that. But Goddard's inside run is where I think we can get them. They are playing press man and over-the-top coverage on Castillo. No gain on that one for Arellano. They might give him 1. So big play here. Goddard 3rd and 4 on our own 36-yard line. Left hash going to be a twins to the right. Castillo is in the slot. Double gun with Vasquez in the shotgun. Artesia base rush here. Vasquez going to have time. Throws it over to the middle. That is incomplete. and a late flag. This is going to be a pass interference on Artesia. Good call. I think he got around Castillo's hips. Tried to turn him a little bit before that ball got there. Pass interference, Artesia. Good call. First down, Goddard. Roll blue. And I like Goddard moving around Castillo. Makes it a tougher matchup for the defense.
Yeah, Coach, you can't cue on him as much whenever he's moving around different spots, doing different things. So big call for us right there. We'll take that all day.
And Castillo still almost came down with that one. So Goddard, that's a big first down, Coach. We had to have that one. So 1st and 10, Goddard in Artesia's territory on the 49-yard line. Trips to the right, one's a wing, little spike lead to Gibbs. Boom. Roll blue, runs a guy over. Going to pick up 9.
Just running hard downhill, Coach.
So I love that inside run, and then Thompson spiked inside as the wing. Call it a lead, spike lead, and Gibbs. And Coach, whenever we run inside, get those guys pushing the pile, pushing the sled, physical.
Yeah, Coach, offensive line. We got some big boys that control the line of scrimmage. They've been doing it all year long.
Counter play, there's Gibbs. Artesia brings some pressure off the edge.
And Coach,
that's going to go backwards on that one. So Artesia is starting to clue in on that running game.
And then our defensive line, our offensive line right there, Coach, kind of gave that away with their alignment. They were the guard and the tackle on the right side, the ones that were doing the pulling. They were a little far back. You could tell that they were getting ready to do something. So got to get even and not try to give anything away.
Third and 5. Vasquez in the shotgun. Gibbs to his right. Artesia shown a 3-man rush. They're going to rush 3, drop 8. Vasquez hunting those sticks. Puts a move on a guy.
Yes,
Stretch.
yes.
Big time. I love the read from Vasquez. Coach, that is huge. We had said it at the snap. Artesia just rushing 3, dropping 8 for some reason. And Vasquez saw it right away, and hey, he only had to run 6 yards to the sticks. Got it. First down, Goddard. Coach, what a big play that feels like. And if Goddard can string together a big play here, get down inside Artesia's 10, we can try to punch it in. Goddard looking for a big play. 1st and 10. Artesia's 37-yard line, left hash, trips right, one's a wing. Vasquez changing the play. No,
we got to go.
And we are going to get a timeout. So we'll take a quick timeout as well. Goddard, 1st and 10, driving on Artesia. Artesia up 10-7, middle third. We got a ball game. Roll blue.
This October, it's all treats and no tricks at National Furniture Liquidators. Scary good deals on everything for your home. Ashley reclining sofa and love seat, just $9.88 both pieces. 5-piece pub set, just $2.88. Queen-size mattresses as low as $148. Huge savings store-wide, plus great financing options regardless of your credit. It's all treats and no tricks at National Furniture Liquidators. When it comes to value, quality, and selection,
nobody beats Shorty.
All right, coming out of the timeout, it'll be a 1st and 10 for Goddard on Artesia's 37-yard line. Coach, a defensive ball game, exactly what we said coming in. Not really.
Coach, I expected the fireworks to be going the whole time because of the offensive fireworks, offensive powerhouses. But no, defenses has said, not today. We're going to stand up and show you what it's about.
And we did say it. Goddard's defense, we like this matchup against Artesia's offense, and it's proven to be true so far. Goddard 1st and 10, with the ball. Artesia's 37-yard line. Trips bunch formation. Toss to the left. Gibbs into the boundary. Can't find any space. Artesia's defense locks us down on that one.
Coach, we haven't been able to generate much offensively through the air, but we've been close a couple times. We've hit Castillo and just couldn't quite haul it in, or just a little long, but I anticipate us hitting him for a big play soon, Coach.
Vasquez, little counter play to Ariano, fighting for those yards. Artesia back-to-back plays. Gets us stuffed on that one. Going to bring up a 3rd and 10. So 3rd and 9 for Goddard. Definitely feels like 4-down territory. So calling plays here, you're thinking, well, I need 2 plays to get 9 yards. With how the defense is playing, you could maybe punt, but you're also on their 36-yard line. Really, this is probably 4-down territory for Goddard. Here we go. Trips left, gun to the right. Vasquez, straight drop back. He's throwing it deep.
Pass interference.
And Castillo is down, but I think Artesia had good coverage on that one. They've pretty well had him doubled all night. Really hasn't been there. And so this will bring up a 4th and 9. So I think Goddard will go for it. And if you don't get it, your defense is playing well. Artesia still a long way to go, but Artesia is in the lead, 10-7.
And Coach, some high drama coming up here at the Bulldog Bowl again. It's been this way all game long. Just a defensively fueled game, and Goddard looking to come up with a big conversion right here. Here we go.
Vasquez, straight drop back, little hesitation, throwing it deep. He's got a man.
He was holding his arm the whole time. Throw it. He was. Oh my gosh.
I think that is a hold that they missed, though.
Coach Valdez couldn't get out his right arm to try to attempt to catch that ball.
I like the play, and Valdez was open. Great ball from Vasquez, and Artesia, they held his arm, so he only had one arm free. That should have been a pass interference.
And Coach, I guarantee you, if that wasn't
break for Goddard,
if that wasn't a pass interference, Coach, I guarantee you that Elijah Valdez is coming up with that ball.
Well, it's one of those that's real obvious when the receiver reaches for the ball with one hand. That means his other hand's wrapped up.
Yep.
Artesia will take over. Play action pass, fake the jet sweep, balls up, interception, Goddard! Goddard gets it right back big time.
Ryan Romero, the senior.
Romero, let's go, the play of his life.
Good for
Gets
you.
the ball back for Goddard. Let's go.
Good
Roll
for you,
Blue.
Ryan Romero. And Coach, again, these teams are kind of giving away tails. The slot on the right side was back a little bit. I was about to say something tricky is coming because of his alignment, and also just right after a turnover, that's usually what teams do, but Goddard was all over it. They almost picked off the ball on that throwback on the double reverse, on the reverse flea flicker, and then Ryan Romero, the secondary, were ready for it, Coach.
Huge play, and Goddard gets it right back, and here we go. Artesia up 10-7. Goddard gets the ball back, and that was a nice drive for Goddard until we got stopped there. We'll see if we can continue that momentum. Vasquez, double gun, run up the middle. Ariano trying to push the pile.
And about 4, Coach?
There was a lot of space there. Artesia's defensive end did a good job falling back into that play. We have to try to block him out a little better.
Coach, the reverse flea flicker for the pick. You got to love it.
And, Coach, how about Ryan Romero, senior number 16? Coach, that's a kid that has done it all. He's worked his butt off. He's ran every position on scout team you could name. He was at the Berendo game Tuesday night. First guy there, getting wound up, congratulating us and all the boys. Gets a pick Friday night in the Bulldog Bowl. And then Castillo can't hold on to that one, but Artesia was all over it anyways. So 3rd and 10. Another big third down for Goddard. But, yeah, Coach Ryan Romero, love to see that kid making a play.
Oh, love to see it, Coach. Couldn't happen to a better kid. Ryan Romero, one of the best kids at Goddard High School, kind, respectful, just a great kid to be around, always positive. So awesome that good things are happening to him. And then that's what you want, Coach, growing up as a Goddard Rocket, knowing you're going to go and be a Goddard Rocket football player, you want to make plays in the Bulldog Bowl against the Bulldogs. You love to see it.
3rd and 6. Goddard, can we come up with a completion here? Vasquez going to run it to the left. Cuts it back into the boundary there. Ball's loose.
No, he was down. He was down. Thank goodness.
So Goddard will have to punt. So both defenses continue to ball out, Coach. Goddard will have to punt.
And you're going to need a big-time punt right here, Coach. Pin Artesia deep.
It says 1st and 10, but it's 4th and 6. Vasquez, good snap, high kick. Artesia will have to fair catch this, and he catches it. We're right back to where we were at a second ago. So we'll take a quick timeout, change of possession. We'll be back. Artesia up 10-7. Goddard needs another stop. Roll blue.
Hey, guys, Aaron Dishman, your general sales manager down here at Roswell Ford. Check it out. We're in the 4th quarter. That means Ford is pushing the incentives hard. Guys, right now, get 3.9% financing for 72 months and up to $7,500 off the MSRP on a brand new 2025 F-150. Come down, take a look here at Roswell Ford, and let us hook you up today.
Score game-winning deals.
All right, first down run for Artesia. Going to pick up a first down. That's Bryce Pata up to the 49-yard line of Goddard. And I think if you're Artesia, up 10-7, and they're not going to huddle. They're going to call a play quick, but I think you might see them start to run the ball more here. They got the run on first down. They're going to run it again on another first down, and big hit, but breaks a tackle, Pata.
And then Artesia went with the fold play right there, Coach. And successful for him right there. Getting, like you said, their ground game is starting to gain a little bit of traction, so I wouldn't be surprised if they just kept on rolling with it.
Payne was the first guy there, but picks up 5. Warren going to pass. Oh, and that was almost intercepted, thrown into danger. And some of those, again, some of those RPOs, when you pull it, you're just throwing to a spot a lot of times. Well, Goddard has been in those spots tonight, and danger on that play.
The timing just seems to be off for the Artesia passing game, and Goddard has a lot to do with that, with how disruptive they've been.
So it's 3rd down and 5. I know it says 1st and 10 on the screen. Ball's deflected. Screen Artesia has some space, though. Byers off and running. That's Eglin.
Oh, my gosh.
Breaks a tackle, but then a big hit.
Coach, Eric Gutierrez just destroyed that poor kid.
And that's a defensive lineman.
Making the play 20 yards down the field.
Running way down the field. And
Coach, they need to check that kid out for he is dazed and confused right now.
And Eglin's a tough kid. He's up, but big first down for Artesia. And then Goddard's D-line, huge effort, like you said, goes down and makes a big tackle. But it'll be 1st and 10 for Artesia. on Goddard's 21-yard line. Goddard really needs to hold Artesia to a field goal attempt here. Pistol backfield. Warren's going to roll to the left. Payne sets the edge. Out route complete but down. Minimal gain. Sawyer Whitehead.
And there's a penalty, Coach. Should be a hold from where that line judge is.
Yeah, I think so.
And that on that pass play, that's usually what happens. The quarterback is dashing out to the left, and it's kind of a zone running, blocking scheme for the lineman, and then someone's leading the way, usually a running back. And if you see a penalty right there, usually hold, and that's what we got, and we'll take it all day.
Well, and that might have been on Payne, because or Payne drawing that hold because he was flying in off the edge and set the edge and delivered a big shot. Artesia's ran bootleg a few times tonight, and Goddard's defense all over it. And bootleg, one of the biggest plays for Artesia historically over the years, and Goddard all over it. So 1st and 20, back to the 31-yard line. Here's bootleg again. Boot throwback to the left, wide open, and this is going to be a touchdown. Good call from Artesia. Back-to-back bootlegs, but they went with the old boot throwback. And great play.
And we mentioned We mentioned that play earlier. They love the boot throwback or the boot post route, Coach, and unfortunately they got it right there. And in this type of defensive battle, that is a huge, huge score right there. Dang it.
So that's they pull both guards. They fake the running back. They pull both guards to the right. They fake the running back to the left. Bootleg right, and that running back sneaks all the way up the sideline, way back to the left. It's a great play. Artesia called at the perfect time. Touchdown, Artesia. The PAT is good. Artesia up 17-7. Kickoff coming back. Goddard's got a answer here whenever we come back. KSVPTV.com, 1061 La Pantera. For all you truckers out there, roll blue.
The ultimate Wi-Fi experience is now available to you thanks to Smart Home Wi-Fi with Plateau. Get fiber-to-home technology 100 times faster than average household internet speed. Plateau has multiple plans and options to fit your family. With Fast, get true 100 megs per second download and upload speed. With Faster, get true 500 megs of download and upload speeds. And with Fastest, you get 1 gig. Learn more at plateautel.com. Get the speed you need with Plateau. Tried, true, trusted.
All right, and we are back here at the Bulldog Bowl. Artesia scores on that boot throwback play and now turns us into a 2-score game for the Bulldogs, up 17-7. Just a good drive right there by Artesia, and Goddard's defense played lights out all night, and hard to keep an offense like Artesia's out of the end zone for too long. And here we go. We have Kyle Mosqueda bobbling the kickoff return and then picking it up. I think he did that on purpose to just give him the little oopsie-oop, and then picks up about 25 yards on that return. But sure enough, there's a holding call back there. It's going to bring the Rockets back. And not how you want to start off this drive after the Artesia score right there. So it's going to take the Rockets all the way back to the 7-yard line. On the ball on the right hash, so Rockets going to have to work the ball 93 yards down the field for a touchdown, Coach. So a lot of work to do here on this drive.
Yeah, tough penalty. It was a nice return, so Goddard will be in a trips left with a wing single to the right, counter to the back. And Artesia's defensive line starting to wad up some of these inside runs, and that's probably going to be quarter. We'll have to flip the field. Almost a full 100-yard flip. And that will be quarter. So Artesia up 17-7 into the third quarter. Actually, we have a timeout on the field for what? I don't know.
I think injury. Reyes came up a little gimpy. And Coach, shout out to GRV last night with a big victory over Artesia, and both two really, really good volleyball programs, really highly ranked, and Goddard taking the dub at Artesia. Huge win on the road in district, Coach. Those are hard to come by.
And so then there is the clock for end of third quarter. So we'll flip the field. We will be back for the fourth quarter here in Artesia. Artesia's up 17-7. Goddard playing some good ball, trying to answer here. We'll be back for the fourth. Roll Blue.
Bob Reed Pest Control. Reliable, professional, and experienced. The technicians at Bob Reed Pest Control have been providing pest management services for over 50 years and will continue to set high standards for their customers. Protect your family's most important investment, your home, and protect your children and pets from the dangers of poisonous bugs and insects. Everyone at Bob Reed Pest Control are trained and knowledgeable in the latest pest management practices, offering effective treatment plans for each situation. Bob Reed Pest Control. Find them online, BobReedPestControl.com, or call 575-623-5344. Serving all of Southeast New Mexico.
All right, we are back for the fourth quarter. Big 2nd and 7 for Goddard coming up deep in our own territory. Goddard's played good ball all day long, Coach, especially on the defensive side of the ball, but Artesia's defense been playing great all game as well. You know, Goddard had the short touchdown drive after the fumble for 3 yards, and here's Valdez. Going to fall forward, be close to a first down, be a little short. But, Coach, Artesia's defense has played great all game.
Yeah, Coach, especially their pass defense. We are 3 of 11 passing right now, and you know, their defensive line is bringing the pressure, and they're playing some great coverage, making it real hard on us, Coach.
So Goddard picks up the first down. Good job by Valdez, and Valdez is a big weapon, Coach. He's a big, strong, physical kid. He's got good hands. I go back to that missed pass interference call on Valdez on that shot to the end zone, Coach. That hurt us. The no call on that, but the officials have done a good job in this game overall. Missed on that one. Goddard, Coach, we've got to get a score on this drive, either field goal or touchdown.
And we got to get moving a little bit, Coach.
Wild man down there running the camera.
Wild man, the cameraman, running the camera over here for us.
We got some wild men up here too. Doug, Coach Royball, Coach Deck. We're wild, having fun. 18 option to the right. Vasquez going to keep that one.
And of course,
but a flag.
We're going to have a hold. And then, you hate to say it, Coach, but this game had a good flow. It was moving, and the flags started flying, and then no more flow. This is just a little out of sorts now, Coach, this game with all these flags and stoppages.
And that's a big one for Goddard. Going to back us way up. Going to be 2nd and 18.
we still can take a shot Josiah's way. That safety's playing only about 10 yards back. We're going to go with a little hit screen to Valdez. I like it.
Has some space. Makes a man miss. Good
I think I
game
saw
there.
another flag, though, Coach.
Well, that would be in line with sports today. A flag. And it's coming back.
There was 2 of them.
Coach, that first half, and you just got done saying it, that first half was so fun. Just watching football with very few penalties. But now, I don't know what it was, Coach. I mean,
that was very
just a quick jailbreak screen there. A lot of space, a good play call.
And that flag was thrown fast, Coach, like really fast. That's why I wasn't sure if, like, I actually had seen it, the flag drop.
I don't know. But 2nd and 22. Clock is running, and Goddard
it's just not clocking to me, Coach.
Up against it now. Vasquez, straight drop back.
Castillo.
Throwing it deep.
Make a play, kid. Pass interference.
And that ball's incomplete. Good coverage out there, and that's a tight fit between the numbers and the boundary. Good coverage, and Castillo's come down with a lot of those balls, but good tight coverage there, and not a lot we can do on 2nd and 22, just up against our own end zone.
Yeah, third and Hagerman right now, Coach, for the Goddard Rockets. Not the situation you want to be, especially near your own end zone. Going to have some magic happen for us right here to get a first down. And another flag.
So that'll be a false start. And Artesia bringing the pass rush. They were going to rush 3 on that. I think you'll definitely see them just drop back, play some coverage, rush with their 3. Force Vasquez to fit it into a tight window in coverage. You know, if you're Vasquez, you can't really scramble around back in the end zone. You might have some time to step up in the pocket. Artesia showing pressure. I think they might back out of this, though, and they do. Rush 3. There's Vasquez, steps up in the pocket, throws it over the middle.
That's got to be pass interference, right? Thank you.
Pass interference. They got it.
He grabbed Castillo's hip and pulled him.
And Artesia didn't need that play. You know, it's 3rd and 22. You know, just let him catch it and tackle him. It would have been short. But not an automatic first down in high schools, but it will give Goddard another play.
I think that's about
the 3rd or 4th.
37th play in a row with a flag. No hyperbole.
But the one that
we needed it. We'll take that one all day, though.
We needed it, you know, and that was a good call. But the one we needed was the one earlier, like we said, Valdez on that end zone. That's the one that they missed. But all right, so it's going to be 3rd and 10 for Goddard up to our own 17-yard line, middle of the field. Here we go, Vasquez. He will drop straight back to pass, going to roll to the right, throw it but short, and that will be complete, but it will be 4th and 2. Pretty tough spot for Goddard here. You know, you're down 10. I mean, I think you have to go for it. 4th and 2. Your own 25-yard line, down 10, 9 minutes to go. If you punt to Artesia, it's a 2-score game. So even if you punt and get a 3-and-out, get the ball back, it's still a 2-score situation. I think you just go all in. Just put the chips in the middle of the table right here, Coach, and go. And I think Goddard is. Maybe we can get a hard count. You know, Nate has had good hard count all year. He's a little late getting into the huddle. We're going to have to go. We're going to have to hurry.
Hurry, guys, hurry.
Play clock is going.
High drama.
Mafia. Going to shift. Hard count. Oh, I don't know if we were set. We get it off. Throws it deep. Castillo comes back. Oh, but can't catch it. Good ball. Great play call. Couldn't come up with it. Artesia will take over. Tough break for Goddard, Coach. Love the play.
No, Coach, really, really great play call. He got in the Mafia set, shifted out of it, knowing that would lead to a one-on-one ISO play for Castillo. And then Vasquez threw a great back shoulder ball. Just couldn't quite come down with it, Coach, unfortunately. And, would have been a huge play if so. But now Artesia is going to get the ball with a short field. And they've been moving it a lot better this second half. And they're going to get the ball to Pata, and he's going to take it to the crib, unfortunately. And that will be the backbreaker right there, and just kind of wore the defensive line down, Coach. They're on the field a lot more this second half, and then Artesia able to break through right there. First half we were a lot more fresh, had time of possession, controlled the clock, and then this half Artesia able to play a little more their style of ball, and coming up with a big touchdown right there to take a 3-score lead against the Rockets.
So we'll be back for the kickoff. Artesia extends their lead 24-7. See if Goddard can answer whenever we come back. KSVPTV.com, 106.1 La Pantera. For all you truckers out there, roll blue.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin & Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin & Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin & Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
All right, so Artesia extends their lead 24-7, playing a great second half. Goddard just hasn't been able to get anything going on offense here. Kickoff Artesia, that's going to be Jordan Chavez.
Go, Chavez.
He's off to the races, cuts it back. Big return from Goddard. That's exactly
Please no
what
flags.
we needed.
Please no flags.
That's exactly what we needed from Jordan Chavez. He's been playing a great safety all year. And, Coach, he gets the kickoff return opportunity on that one. Almost housed him.
Showing some speed right there. Looking like his brother, Gabriel Raymond. Just kidding, Gabriel. You didn't have speed, buddy. So Jordan with a big, big return right there. And, this puts us right back in the ball game, Coach. We get a quick score right here, get a defensive stop. You never know.
What if we have, maybe a play action or just some type of trick play, just take a shot to the end zone right here. See if we can score quick. Gibbs going to run that up to the middle. Nice run. Going to pick up a few yards. So big return from Chavez has Goddard knocking on the door.
And, Coach, regardless of this outcome, I can guarantee you that Artesia is not going to want to see Goddard in the playoffs.
Yeah, Coach, Goddard played a great game on the road. I think everyone probably overlooking Goddard in this game. But we know, and those of us around the program know, this is a team playing good ball all year. And the defense had us in it all game. The offense trying to get us back into it.
And, Coach, while we have a little break, we want to just let everybody know and everybody welcome everybody and invite everybody to a huge celebration at Goddard High School on Veterans Day. We have one of the biggest and best assemblies in the state for veterans, so please join us for Goddard's 17th Annual Veterans Day Assembly, Thursday, November 6th, 2025 at Goddard High School. Veteran and loved ones are welcome to join us at 1 p.m. for a mix and mingle with food and drinks, and then visitors arrive at 1:20 p.m. and assembly starts at 1:30. Coach Hayden Hill does an amazing job of honoring all of the veterans that come to this assembly, and the students do a great job also. And if you're a veteran, please come. You will not be disappointed with how much we support you guys at this assembly and just honor you. And a shout out to Coach Hill for putting this on every single year.
That a mix and mingle is always fun, Coach. And there's Gibbs. He's mingling down to the 7-yard line, or is it the 6? Is it the 6 or the 7?
6, 7, Coach.
6,
I'm not
7,
sure.
6 or 7, 6, 7. Let's see. I think it's at the. I think we'll go with the 6.5, Coach. Right in between 6, 7.
And so first and no, about 2nd and 1, Coach. I thought it was first and goal, but not quite. Ooh, and did we get it?
And yeah, Coach Hayden Hill does a great job every year. And like you said, that's going to be on Thursday, November 6th, over at Goddard High School. They're at 1 o'clock. Mix and mingle. Mix and mingle's fun. Coach Hill has a World War II veteran coming this year, Coach, and as everybody knows, that's the greatest generation in American history. And there's not a whole lot of those guys left, and Coach Hill has a World War II vet coming in. Nimmy going to come in and do a rifle show. Mike Winters is going to have an interview with Hayden Hill coming up as well. So just a lot of exciting things going on at Goddard High School with that. Gibbs trying to punch it in, push the pile. He does. He's going to get a couple. So Goddard sniffing the end zone. So we went from the 6 or the 7 down to the 4.
Need to score quick, Coach. We gotta get the ball in quick. There's not much time now. We're also fighting the clock in this situation.
So under 6 minutes now and running. Goddard trying to get this in. Gadsden up on Santee 48-0. Slant, good. Valdez, touchdown. Throw those hands up.
Exactly what we needed, Coach.
Valdez, a big weapon, Coach, and I love it. I love him getting more touches, and he is doing work and make it 24-13.
My favorite thing about Valdez, Coach, he's dangerous with the ball in his hands, but he's also a willing blocker on the outside when the ball's not going his way.
Physical.
And that just speaks to, being a good teammate and being unselfish. And also, you'd love to see it, Coach. The game's not going your way towards the end, and, him and Vasquez still showing a good attitude, still being positive. And that's the kind of thing you need. There's nothing but good that came out of this game for the Rockets. I know you wanted to come in and knock off the number 1 team in the state, but you played them to a standstill pretty much the entire game. You had the opportunities to win the game, and you let them know and everyone else in the state know that the Goddard Rocket football team is back, and then you better be ready to buckle up your helmets and play if you're coming against them.
So Goddard cuts into Artesia's lead. We'll be back for the kickoff. Roll blue.
Support career and technical education programs for Chaves County. Support the ENMU Roswell Mill Levy. Supporting this mill levy would increase funding for career and technical education programs to prepare students for in-demand jobs in our area, strengthening the local economy and meeting community needs for healthcare professions and skilled laborers. Dual credit students from local high schools will benefit from expanded program options. Increase career and technical education in Chaves County. Support the ENMU Roswell Mill Levy on November 4th. Early voting begins October 7th. Paid for by the ENMU Roswell Foundation.
All right, and we are back. Brady McDaniel set to kick off. Maybe look for something a little interesting. Maybe a little little pooch kick, onside something. Nope, we're just going to kick it deep right here, Coach. The ball's going to get to the 1. Artesia's going to field it. They got a little bit of room. But Kyle Mosquito able to drive him out of bounds right there. So Artesia going to get the ball with 5:41 left. And they're just looking to run this clock out, Coach. And we got a hold. We'll take it. We'll take it all day. Artesia wasn't firing on all cylinders this game, and Goddard gave them all they can handle. So Artesia will be more than happy to escape with the W tonight. So I expect them to run this ball, try to run the clock out.
Big penalty. So Goddard's defense, we go 3 and out here. Force a punt. We got a big chance. Expect the run here from Artesia. Pata up the middle, breaks a tackle. Oh, Mosquito playing downhill and filling that. And there's a couple basketball guys going at it too. Pata and Mosquito. Kyle gave him some on that one though. Bryce Pata, great running back for Artesia, but one of those multi-sport guys, basketball, track. Artesia does a great job. Boys and girls, multi-sport, a lot of them 3 sports. Pistol backfield, 2-by-2 look. Artesia probably continue to run the ball. Nope, they're going to pass it. Throwing it deep, and we'll take the incomplete pass. Curious.
Yeah, wow.
Artesia. I think it's one of those, they probably don't, Goddard's play tough, and the score looks tight. Just trying to get a late score to make it look a little better
to get some style points going. But Coach, that could work against them in this situation.
Football-wise, it's a very poor play call. Just run the ball and get first downs, run the clock, and try to win the game. But, even if something might technically be open, you don't want to overthink it, and Artesia did on that one. But 3rd and 3, and there will be a timeout. And I think Coach Maupin might be telling the offense and Warren here, like, hey, let's not read these RPOs. Let's just run the football and run the clock, and we'll keep it here. Coach, what a great ball game. Artesia ranked number 1 in the state coming in, well-deserved. Great kids, great coaches, and great home environment there. Goddard coming in. We've had a great year, playing well. Great opportunity for Goddard to make a big jump up into that conversation for one of the top teams in the state. And Coach, we've backed it up start to finish, especially on the defensive side of the ball. What a fun ball game.
Yeah, Coach, we definitely answered the call against 5A opponents this year. Artesia against Deming 41-14, against Gadsden 35-7, whooped up on Lovington 56-23, destroyed Santee 58-0. And then beat Roswell High 42-28, which the score of that game, the game wasn't as close as the score indicated. So the Goddard Rockets definitely given Artesia the best game of the year against a 5A opponent.
3rd and 3. 18 option. Going to pick up a first down. Pata, Garrett Gutierrez from behind coming up with that tackle, but it'll be first down.
And Coach, that's a staple of Artesia's offense right there. And I genuinely, they used to run it a lot more on the goal line. And I'm still surprised they didn't run it earlier whenever they threw that pick and Mosquito picked it off. Artesia in no hurry right now, and we think they should just run the ball and run the clock out, but they fooled us before. Oh my gosh. And they stepped out of bounds. Coach, that is very intriguing to me. Not only to throw the ball, because as you said, even if the receiver's open, the potential to throw an incompletion is there and stop the clock. Right there, you get an easy completion and you step out of bounds. Like, just the lack of football awareness in that situation is very, very surprising, especially by an Artesia football team right there.
So clock will stop, 2nd and 3. 4:14 to go in the ball game. Artesia up 24-13. Is it 13 or 14? I missed the PAT attempt. Fake the fly sweep. Goddard, a little run blitz there, all over it. Going to bring up a 3rd down.
Timeout by the Rockets now.
So we'll keep it here. So a big 3rd down play coming up. And Artesia hasn't, they've been pretty fast tempoed all game. Either no huddle or a quick huddle. I think you might see an Artesia hard count coming out here. Try to pick up this 1st down and try to take advantage of what Goddard's going to try to do, which is pressure. You're going to have to run blitz, going to have to send some guys, try to bring up a 4th down on this 3rd and 2. I think you'll see Artesia on a no-go. But yeah, Coach, what a great ball game, and win or lose today for Goddard, a great showing against the #1 team in the state. And then, Coach, next week, Halloween night at the Wool Bowl, Roswell High School. That'll be the game.
Yeah, Coach, on Halloween, I can't remember the last time that has happened, so going to be a huge, huge, interesting night.
Got your Halloween costume picked out yet, Coach?
No, Coach, not at all. What about you?
I think Goddard is going to get the ball back is what I think. Roll blue, a huge stuff on 3rd down, and now Artesia will have to punt. The run blitz right up the middle. Artesia didn't try to draw us off. They just went and snapped the ball, and Goddard will take the timeout. And I think Artesia, you have to punt here. And they will bring on the punt team.
Coach Ryan Romero with a big, big play right there, along with Mr. Hasiel Perez. Much needed stop, and there's still some time. There's still a chance, Coach.
But yeah, Gene Dow is going to send out a company-wide email, mandatory dress up for Halloween. All KSVP employees. That's you too, Doug. Friday night, the Wool Bowl.
And is he going to double the check for that, Coach?
Yeah, have to.
All right, Gene, you said it.
So 4th down, Coach Goddard's defense. What else can you say? This is one of the best showings that we've seen in a long time. But, Coach, they've also been doing it all year. This doesn't surprise us at all.
Coach, the lowest that Artesia scored this season was 38 against Centennial in a losing effort. And Goddard's held them to 24 here this evening.
And 1 or 2 of those were really short drives as well.
That's true.
All right, ball's going to bounce around. So Goddard will take over on their own 25-yard line. 3:35 to go, down 24-13. Still a 2-score game. You'll see Goddard jump into their 4-minute offense. And Goddard's been comfortable in the 4-minute offense all year, especially Nate Vasquez. He likes that up-tempo play. So I think you'll see Goddard jump into that and feel good about it.
Yeah, and get a score quick, Coach. Onside it. Get the onside. You never know. I've seen crazier things happen, Coach.
And Artesia, they're going to continue to double Castillo. So we'll see if we can get some other guys involved here. And there's a screen. Lujan going to
Mosquito, Coach.
Mosquito, Coach. He almost broke that all the way. Big run there. Goddard will get on the run, on the ball and go. So Goddard working away from Castillo. Artesia pretty well taking him away tonight. Ball's on the ground. Vasquez finds it, but his knee was down, I think. So that'll back Goddard up 5 yards. Tough break for Goddard. We get the good play to Mosqueda. But we'll get the ball set and we'll go. Second and 15. Goddard moving. 2:46 and running. Trips right. Single to the left. Vasquez. He's going to throw it up deep to the right. He has a man caught by Mosqueda down to the 25-yard line of Artesia. Kyle Mosqueda jumping in on the offensive side of the ball. And, Coach, we've talked about that. He is a playmaker and dangerous with the ball. Good to see him on offense. Makes 2 plays in a row, Coach.
And then, Coach, somehow Mr. Nate Vasquez snuck that ball in there. It ended up being a back shoulder pass. And like you said, Mosqueda, playmaker with the big one right there.
Chains are set. Counter play. Going backwards with Ariano. 2:12 and running on the clock. Goddard in hurry-up mode. Probably see Goddard push the ball down the field here. We need 2 scores, so we have to try to score as quick as we can. There's nothing ideal about this, but the route would be score quick first. Get it to the end zone. Need chunk plays. That ball's deflected and incomplete. Bring up a 3rd and long. And Coach, you mentioned at the end of the 3rd quarter, shout out to Goddard Rocket Volleyball. Huge win last night at Artesia. Goddard ranked number 2 in the state, Artesia number 3 in the state. We win in 4. Great showing, Coach Lukens and his staff. Amazing job. Girls played well. Artesia blitz. Vasquez gets the screen. That ball's deflected, and then Castillo can't come up with it. And that's a shame because that was a house call if we can complete that.
Yeah, for sure, Coach. And also one more big shout out to the defending state champions, the Goddard Rocket Big Blue Crew, the Goddard Rocket Band, looking to defend their crown this weekend in Albuquerque. Shout out to Jaden Alvidrez on the band, freshman.
Great job.
Go and get that ring, guys. Good luck.
4th and 14. Goddard's got to get this ball past the sticks. And they'll probably be shifting over the top of Castillo, maybe.
Oh, they didn't. Give it to him. Give it to him.
Throw it deep. Castillo got a chance.
Oh my gosh.
That was a great read from Vasquez. Artesia left him solo, man on man.
And
press man coverage. Great ball from Vasquez. Couldn't come up with it.
And some good defense.
Goddard, just like that, could have been a 1-score ball game, but Artesia will take over and I would assume run out the clock here. But, Coach Goddard, good ball. We went toe-to-toe with the number 1 team in the state.
Toe-to-toe, Coach. And like you said, the situation at the end wasn't ideal, but you had a chance to still beat the number 1 team at the end of the game. So, you know, that's what you hope for going in, and you had a chance, just couldn't quite get the plays to go your way at the end of the game. But Goddard has definitely shown they are more than capable of bringing home the blue trophy this year.
Yeah, definitely, Coach. And then next week, a big one, Roswell High School. Roswell Goddard Wool Bowl Halloween night. What else can you say? That'll be fun.
Yeah, one of the best rivalries in the state on Halloween. Whole city watching, whole city be there. Divided, blue versus red, north versus south. Top 5 matchup. Can't ask for any better, Coach.
The costumes will be out. Trick or treat will be out. Candy will be out. Artesia taking these. This will be the ball game. But again, shout out to this Goddard Rocket football team. I think everybody outside of Goddard overlooked this team tonight. But we know what this team can do, and we had a great showing tonight. And this is just a preview of what's to come next week, like we said, against Roswell High, and then into the playoffs. This is going to be a fun finish.
Yeah, Coach, for sure going to be a fun finish. And then, I think, if Goddard's able to get that win next week, we will definitely solidify ourselves as a top 4 seed and be looking to make our way back to the semifinals and the finals where we belong, Coach.
So Artesia will win the ball game 24-13. We will come back in a minute, wrap this up. We'll go find what Roswell restaurants are open. That's a short drive back from Artesia after this. So we'll be back, wrap this game up. Post-game show coming up, KSVPTV.com, 106.1 La Pantera. Truckers, thanks for joining us. We'll be back in a minute for post-game Roll Blue.
What's going on, guys? Jeremy Roll here at Roswell Honda. It's October at Honda, so that means it's time to paint Roswell Honda pink. For every vehicle that we sell, we donate $50 to the Chaves County Cancer Fund, and last year we raised $5,000, and this year we're trying to beat that. But that's not all. We also have a drawing for some designer purchases that we're gonna give away, along with some other prizes. So come see us October 25th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at 2177 West 2nd Street, right here in Roswell.
Hey guys, Aaron Dishman, your general sales manager down here at Roswell Ford. Check it out, we're in the 4th quarter. That means Ford is pushing the incentives hard. Guys, right now, get 3.9% financing for 72 months and up to $7,500 off the MSRP on a brand new 2025 F-150. Come down, take a look here at Roswell Ford, and let us hook you up today.
Score game-winning deals only at Roswell Ford, 821 North Main in Roswell.
Okay, we are back. So Artesia wins the football game 24-13. But Coach, this game was tight throughout. Goddard initially took the lead 7-0 off of a turnover. Artesia answers, make it 7-7, and then both defenses pretty well balled out. After that, it was 7-7 going into halftime. Artesia gets a long field goal, a really good kick to make it 10-7. Goddard's offense kind of sputtered a little bit during that 3rd quarter, and then early 4th, Artesia's able to extend that lead. Goddard scores late and really dropped a touchdown late in the end zone. Otherwise, it would have made it a 1-score game late. Goddard's defense balls out, plays an overall great ball game. Proud of the kids, proud of the coaches going at Artesia against the #1 team in the state. Artesia wins 24-14, but like we said, what a great showing. Roswell High next week, playoffs after that.
Yeah, Coach, Goddard gave Artesia all they could handle and then definitely put the state on notice about the Goddard Rocket football team. And, tonight, offense, rushing-wise, overall, we went 41 rushes for 110 yards. Brady Gibbs, 25 rushes, 70 yards. Zach Ariano, 8 rushes, 20 yards. Nate Vasquez, 5 rushes for 8 yards. And then Isaiah Montoya, 3 rushes for 11 yards. Nate Vasquez went 8 of 16 for 90 yards, passing and a touchdown. And then Elijah Valdez, 6 total catches, 40 yards and a touchdown. And then Kyle Mosqueda with 2 catches for 51 yards. And defensively, had several guys, had a really good game. Eric Gutierrez had 3 solo tackles, 3 assisted tackles, a tackle for loss, a fumble recovery. Isaiah Montoya had 5 assisted tackles and a solo tackle. Kyle Mosqueda had 5 solo tackles, interception, 2 assisted tackles. Taylon Payne, 5 assisted tackles, a sack, a tackle for loss, and a solo tackle. Hasiel Perez, 5 assisted tackles. Levi Vizcarra, 4 assisted tackles and a solo tackle. So lots of guys just playing really, really well tonight. And this performance, Coach, bodes well for the future, like as we mentioned earlier.
Yeah, Coach, loved the effort tonight and playing on the road against the number 1 team in the state. We had fun. Thank you to KSVPTV.com and our Artesia as well for hosting us here. Always great hosts every year. So next week we will be at the Wool Bowl against Roswell High. Roswell High got the easy win over Mayfield tonight, as expected. Coach Bolaños and Coach Lynn will be going at it next week. We're going to be there. Doug will be there. It'll be great. Looking forward to it. Goddard Rocket Volleyball will keep playing next week as well, making their run, trying to win district. Goddard Rocket Girls Soccer maybe make the playoffs, should make the playoffs, right, Coach? And then a lot of good things going on at Goddard. And then, like we said, Goddard Rocket Football, Halloween night. Get your costumes ready, get your candy ready. We'll be there. Roll blue.
Roll blue.
Hi, my name's Chance with Trustmark Roofing and Windows, and here's what you should expect during your window inspection. Upon my arrival, you'll receive a 15-minute courtesy call letting you know I'm on the way. Once I'm in your home, I'm going to be checking for moisture indication, functionality, and any kind of energy efficiency improvements to the inside and outside of your home. After my inspection, I'll give you my professional opinion, and then you can decide whether you want a no-obligation quote. Myself or the office will contact you to set up a date when I can show you my products and options to best suit your needs. So when choosing windows, choose Trustmark Roofing and Windows. Our goal is to give you a 5-star service and get you what you deserve, and that's the best.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
That concludes this presentation of sports on La Pantera 106.1 FM and online at KSVPTV.com. Goddard Rocket Football on La Pantera 106.1 FM and online at KSVPTV.com is presented by Amigo Machinery, Artesia General Hospital, Bob Reed Pest Control, Central Valley Electric, Eastern New Mexico University Portales and ENMU Roswell, Moppin and Brown Dentistry, Pecos Valley Equipment, Roswell Seed Company, Trustmark Roofing, Trans Aero Medevac, Dion's Pizzas, Salads, and Subs, Farmers Country Market, Fulkerson Plumbing and Heating, National Furniture Liquidators, Richland Dodge and Richland GM, Plateau Wireless, Roswell Honda, Wakefield Oil Company, and Tate Branch of Roswell. Thanks for tuning in for this special broadcast. We now return you to your regular scheduled programming.